Yep. All right, good. How do Monday end of day options work out for you? How did? I was only in 2 out of 4 of those in options, but they. All right, it's 8 o'clock. You should have been here yesterday. Last bits of things we gotta get going here. Ready and up and running. All right, I think that's the problem. Okay. You guys probably don't even notice anything happening, but yeah, I had to adjust some screen size stuff. All right, so we're looking at Voyager VYGR. That's the one moving the most right now. Acer, if it can get above 3. What do we got? 3.3. We'll be interested. So it's coming soon. That's a higher risk, earlier entry point there. 3.3. Oh, okay. So now that's what are we looking for with Tesla? No, we're not really hunting down Tesla this morning. We always are watching Apple, Tesla, and Amazon out of the corner of our eye. Alert here. Let's go Veneer Schnitzel. Which one is Wiener Schnitzel? I don't know. Ah, shit. Can I? Josh Adkins, second join on the TikTok live. Way to go, Josh. Okay, so yeah, we're waiting for VYGR to continue pushing through. VYGR, pretty much what we're watching heavily, and BTBT. BTBT already broke out pre-market high, but at 11:50 it'd break after hours. Yesterday's after hour high. That would be another point to break. So there seems to be a lot of movement on BTBT. Looks like it's traded over 2 million shares already. The market itself seems to be responding favorably to the payroll report, employment report this morning numbers. I don't know if that's real right now. I just saw tech have a huge tick up. I think that was a mistaken tick. We'll see what happens there. There's a huge tick in XLK just now. I don't know if that's real or not, or where it would be coming from because it's not Apple and it's not Amazon. We're watching that. So anyway, the market overnight was, or this morning, was pretty much pulling back, trending down on the breakdown in talks in Congress. And yet I think the employment numbers might be lifting it off the bottom there. And we're seeing that across the board. Energy has taken a little bit of a hit overnight with oil hitting almost $80 a barrel, but pulling back to almost $78 a barrel. So a bit of a $2 pullback on oil overnight. And but oil still continuing to rise, could be a good point to get in. A little bit of a dip, buy the dip. Bitcoin breaking out last couple days. Yes, that is correct. And if Bitcoin can get over 53,000, that's going to be a key number for it to get over in the last couple months. You grabbed some Palantir yesterday during the dip. All right. Do you think it's going to continue to run? I don't know, but I have it up because it was very active in pre-market. So we don't know if it's going to crap out or if it's going to continue. But if it does continue, we'll get on it. All right, if Voyager, VYGR, breaks $4.01, you can get in for 20 cents of risk. Pretty nice, 20 cents of risk. But it's got to break 4.01, and the float seems kind of high. Let me check the float. 26 million, not too bad. You want it to be down there on 25 or less, 20, 15, 10, 7. Really low float, would be better. All right, refreshing the market chameleon, and then also I'm going to check IPOs today. Let's see what we have from IPO land. We have almost 1 million shares trading now on LMFA, so I'm going to pull that up. LMFAO was trading at 4.3 yesterday. Is now trading at 5.5. Looks a little bit like a merger or an acquisition. Planned cryptocurrency mining business with purchase of additional 4,000 Antminers. Okay, so that's interesting. That is expanding their operations and shareholders liking the sound of that. 4,000 Antminers. Yeah, they purchased them, but did they get them yet? That's what I want to know. Can they get them? What things are loud? Dude, those things are so loud. What is loud, Daniel? Those. Oh God, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Does FAMI have any life left in it? You're holding a bag at 49 cents. Okay, I'll give you the exact answer on that. It doesn't look likely. No, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. You need to learn how to sell when things are up. And take partial profits if you're not sure. If you get worried, you're like, yeah, but what if it goes up more? Well, then sell a little bit and keep a lot, and at least you will have sold a little bit. All right, yeah, no, FAMI, no good. Oh, don't put that on my buy list. There we go. Okay, and Palantir still has a lot of selling interest in this range, so I don't think Palantir is going to push. It's going to try. It may try, but I just don't think it's going to be able to hold up. All right, if Voyager breaks out of 4.01, that can be a 20-cent risk entry. Ah, 750. I'm trying to do the 1% calculation in my head there. Yeah, I don't think I can do. Don't think I can do it. All right. I'm gonna have to reconfigure my my day trading deck here to have a row of predefined risk numbers. That's the way to do it. Uh, that's the only way you can do it when using the 1% rule because Dash Trader can't figure out automatically your risk for you. So, but if you figured out your risk, then you can use Dash Trader to buy as many shares as according to the risk, because it can figure out your 1% on the day. It can't figure out your risk. Does that make sense? So you can program it though to buy if you already know what your risk is. So let's say your risk is 20 cents in this case. You could have a 10 or a 20 cent risk button, and that'll buy the right amount of shares for you. So for anybody who uses macros or Dash Trader, that's the answer to how you could create auto program buttons for that. All right, we hit 4.02. We actually did blow through the 4 level and hit 4.02 on VYGR, so you can get in if you want, 20 cents of risk. We've got 19 minutes until the open, and the market is moving up. And we've got, I'll say, the strongest sector, if I can pick it out, would have to be possibly consumer discretionary, XLY, which would be way too strong of a market sector considering this economy. Oh, there goes Bitcoin. Bitcoin flying while we were talking about it. I'm not sure why that's not showing up on my Binance, but Bitcoin's up to 54,000. It's having a moment right now. Bitcoin flying all the way up to 54,000. Why is that not showing up over here? I think I have to refresh this. Wow, 54,300. It's just going vertical. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Why Binance was not updating this then. Bitcoin broke that 53,000 key level. You can get into Bitcoin now. Let's take a look at the, if you want to swing it, let's take a look at the daily chart. All right, you'd have to take it down to this last knot of 47,000. I've got the exact level right there. 47,000 to 53,000 breakout is 6,000 of risk. So if you want Bitcoin, you can get in for 6,000 of risk right now. Stop at 47,000. And this is a very important breakout to continue the uptrend. Next stop, 60,000. Well, that's exciting. And do you guys know of a good Bitcoin ETF ticker? And I'll let everybody know. What's the price ladder on this Voyager stock for taking profits? RJ, can you remind me, between $3 and $5 stocks, I believe it is. We take every 10 cents, I believe it is. So RJ or Sergio should have the tiers, and they'll be posting them any second now. Or somebody with the tiers. TIERS, tiers. Yes, there goes BTBT, the 1150 entrance for 50 cents of risk. Just went by. We got in yesterday at 10:45. So here we are, up $1.40. There's the tiering. Yes, every 10 cents. You see that there? Who asked about the tiering? Li Shi. Yes. You know, Sergio's. Oh, never mind. I got it. Yeah, never mind. We'll talk later, Sergio. Are you with us this morning, Sergio? Stephen, how you been doing? Stephen Harlow. Palantir, we're on it. It's right here. If Palantir can get up above 26.5, we'll be interested. GBTC, right? GBTC for Bitcoin. And yeah, it is going from 41.78 all the way up to 43.67 right now. There's your Bitcoin ETF, GBTC. So hanging in there. All right. Oh yeah, are you, Steven? Is that real? Yeah. Where do you live now, Steven? Are you just being funny, or is that a joke? Oh God, yeah. No, get the hell out of Denver from LA. No, I mean, well, Denver's wonderful, but it's just a little bit landlocked, don't you think? I don't know. It's just a little bit landlocked and possibly cold too often of the year, and maybe a little bit too liberal. A little too liberal, but not too bad. I don't know. Maybe it's getting worse there. I don't know. Yeah, people are not motivated. That's a good way to put it. There's too many not motivateds. That's a good way to put it. All right. Yes, VYGR making progress. So we're going to take our first profits underneath 410 on VYGR. Getting strange in Denver. Yes. Steven, are you serious? Dripping Springs is really close to me. Freaking gorgeous. Nice. Wow. It's a real thing. Wow, we'll be hanging out often then. Very nice. Okay, Voyager still going, a little bit more now, 407. Once it gets to like 4.08 and 4.09, that's where you can take your 5 to 20% of profits. If for some reason you want to wait to 410, it's your own choice. You never know. Nothing's guaranteed. But once it gets to 408 on the bid, then you can sell for 408, 409, 5 to 20% of your holding. I do believe we're on Twitch right now. Yes, I'm not hearing anybody. There we go. Danny Callahan. Good morning. Over on Twitch. Yeah, so the Twitch is running. Which reminds me, I need to get up the Twitch chat app thing. You're here, as in the sand. All right, cool. Here we go, 4.09 on Voyager. We got 10 minutes to the market open. Josh, the Zoom is running. You can come and join the Zoom right now. All those links have been posted in the group. Today is Open House Wednesday, so everyone out there is welcome to come into our Zoom and into our Discord today. Follow the links. Free access to every premium feature and premium section. You can come take a look. Just follow the link wherever you are. over on TikTok, link in my bio. Over on Twitch, link in the description. Same thing on YouTube. And come on over to the Discord, and that's where you can get in on the Zoom with the least amount of delay. Josh, well, I don't know. Not sure. But nope, that's what it is today. And we're doing a lot of platform upgrades. So maybe that's part of the confusion. Right. Well, that was quite a little breakout on Bitcoin at 53,000. Breaking that pivot. Voyager got a license deal with Pfizer. Okay, so there it is, 4.13. You take your profits 5 to 20% off at the 410 level. Next take profits, your second take profit, will be at the 420 level, just underneath the 420 level. So 418 and 419. And at that point, you will raise your stop loss to break even. Let's see. I'll refresh the Market Chameleon and see if we got any other things popping up on the radar. Acer, Voyager, LMFA. We got 3.2 million shares on a 10% gain on Cold, KOLD. Let's take a look at that chart. It's trending up pretty nicely, but it is going into bag holder territory. Oh, yeah. This is our natural gas ETF. Okay. So we're not going to be trading that. BTBT, IPDN, we've got these up. Palantir, we've got these up. Prague is up 3%. Not much going on there. All right, I'm going to go look the big caps for anything big going on. So Palantir, the biggest of them, $45 billion market cap, up currently 7% since yesterday. I think it was up probably about 15% in after hours. But that's fading. It's fading and dropping and fading. All right, BTBT continuing to make progress. And SI has pulled up. That's another hold from yesterday. What's not doing great is PCAR, but we need to see what happens at the open. Audio is better on TikTok. Well, it's a totally different mic. And soon we'll be switching over to the other big mic here. What do you guys think? This mic, this mic here from my headset, or where's the switch? Or this mic from my desk. Which one do you like? Everybody says headset, see? Not even close. All right. So we're going back to the headset. There we go. Until it craps out. For some reason, it lasts about 1.5 hours, and then I turn into a transformer. Okay. Thanks, Justin. Headset. All right. Totally the same. Everybody on TikTok says it sounds completely the same. There's very little difference. Well, the reason for that is because you guys are hearing it from my phone mic, so it makes no difference. But hopefully it sounds good. Listening from work. All right, cool. Is Voyager today's runner? I don't think so. You know, there's going to be a top to Voyager. You never know what's going to be the runner on the day. All right, we got 5 minutes until the market opens. You guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my bio to come on over to our Discord. Today is free, all access open house day over on our Discord. Come check out our trading community. Click the link in my bio. Well, sure. Yeah, exactly, RJ. And that's why I got it. The mic on my desk makes me sound like God. Watch this. I'll do a switch. Here I am trying to be God on this little mic versus here I am on this mic trying to be God. It's much better, right? So it's the God mic. But back to the headset. Igna Phoenix, IGN Phoenix says, I like the desktop personally. That's just me. I just don't know why. I like the desktop mic. All right. Well, very good. Very good. Yeah, Shiba Inu gone totally bonkers and crazy. Looks like it's gone up 200%, something close to that. Be close to 300% since this move. Shibu. Yeah, for a shitcoin, that's nothing, Jamal said. All right. Jamal, you're going to have to be like on our. Ooh, I forgot to turn on my jellyfish. Let's get the jellyfish part of the show today. We don't have a show. If we don't have jellyfish, we don't have a show here without jellyfish. There we go. CEI? Oh, God, no. It broke down below a previous pivot. CEI is done for. No, we made money on CEI all the way up to the top. We did not stay in it for any of the drop. You need to learn how to drop things when they go down. And you can definitely learn that from me. I have classes, videos. So you can just find me and private message me if you'd like the link to those. Or click the link in my bio. Over on the Discord, there's a channel called Chart Traders Awesome Links, and there's a bunch of good stuff in there. All right, the market is continuing to trend up. It did make it over an important pivot, so it may very well be trending up or sideways today from the bottom. We're going to open almost gap down, quite low. So it could be a green. If it were to be a green day again and just like grind up all day, then we'd only end up exactly where we ended up yesterday. So today's like a throwaway day on the market. It's like it's either going to repeat what happened yesterday and we get back to where we were or not. Another inside day. Yeah, could be. Could be. Any bad news is triggering the market like mad lately. In fact, the VIX, which closed at 20.5 roughly yesterday, hit 24 overnight, and it's now just coming out of 23 and entering the 22s. So the market is really scared right now. There's a lot of fear on the market. There goes Voyager. Make sure that you set your stop to break even and get out at break even. Oh no, it's not. Yes, break even. 50% of your position at break even if you want, since we only took one profit so far. We have 1 minute to the open. Nobody wants to hold it on the open. Isn't that interesting? Everyone dumping right before the open. Soros is buying up Bitcoin, huh? That's probably what made it move. What are our entries? I'll let you know when they happen. They're not really in the zone right now. But Voyager, VYGR, if it can break 4.15 and you're not in it yet, that could be an entry for about 20 cents of risk. Voyager, VYGR, 20 cents of risk if it can break 4.15 on the open. And BTBT, it's really going. If it can break 12, 12.01, you can get in for 40 cents of risk, maybe even 30 cents of risk. There we go. All right, can Voyager get up and over 415? If so, just continue to take profits if you're already in it. And if you're not, then you can get in for 20 cents of risk if it breaks 415, Voyager, VYGR. If it does not, then don't get in it. There goes BTBT. Pushing up and over 12. It's now at 12.35 BTBT for that 30 cents of risk. Now we have to change that to 50 cents of risk for an entry on BTBT. I've already got some from yesterday's holdover. I'm going to sell some now. 10%. When market was closed, when does transaction go through? Oh yeah, the next day during the market open. Now your orders will go through from yesterday. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Cancel those orders before they get filled. You're going to get kind of confused and messed up. All right, next profit target on BTBT is 12.50. Over on SI, we're also making money on that. SI, you want to take off underneath every dollar, 5 to 20%. That's already happening. So get on top of that. SI running from yesterday. That's our overnight position. Got a breakout somewhere here. That would be Tesla for, again, $10 of risk on Tesla. Exactly $10 of risk if you want to get in on Tesla. And the market is popping this morning. So we have the wind at our backs, which is nice. Oh, I know for us. I know. There goes VYGR. That's an exit on VYGR. You should be breaking through your break even now for sure. Exit, exit, exit. VYGR. And there was no entrance if you hadn't gotten in already. But if you did, you got one profit taking, and then you're out at your break even, which was probably around 4. Some of you might have got in earlier, 3.8, 3.9. Looking at Zeta's not really following through, but it's hasn't really broken down. But if it breaks below 7.7, we'll have to get rid of Zeta hold from yesterday. There goes Tesla, 760, 782, 6. Definitely cancel Palantir. Yeah, Palantir is not triggering and it's going down. Zeta and PCAR coming up off the bottom at the moment. BTBT now starting to come up off the bottom of that pullback. Voyager hard exiting out. All right, we're taking that off of the high-speed setup. Yeah, Palantir crapping out. Not much of a short available there, about $1, and it's going to be rough, so I don't recommend that short either. PCAR starting to come up and around. There's the breakdown trigger on Zeta. Exit your Zeta from yesterday. It's moving up right now. Is a good time to exit it at least amount of loss. Negative 1.6% on the position myself. And actually, that's improving. Just give it a second. Push up. Let it push up like it is. BTBT pushing up again. ANY, ANY, okay. Take a look at that in just 1 second. If Voyager can break 4.15, you can get back in for 35 cents of risk. It's more risk. Okay, there it is. There's my exit on Zeta. Right as it breaks out. Hang on, you guys, on Zeta if you didn't get out yet. Some positive movement coming from Zeta. There goes SI also pushing up. And BTBT's trying. That's the breakout on Zeta. Voyager couldn't quite make it past 4.14 again, and then crapped out all the way back to 3.84. I recommend you stay away. Stay away from Voyager. It's not very friendly. I am getting rid of 10% of my position on SI. Making 10% profits. BTBT, waiting for it to make a little more progress. PCAR, I'm not too happy with the direction it took at the open, but it is in an uptrend off the bottom right now. So let's keep an eye on it. Facebook is really bad? All right, yeah. This is why I'm not in Facebook yet. I'm waiting for it to bottom. And how do you know when it's bottomed? Is when green candles can get over the tops of previous red candle highs. Green big candle 3% running Mara. All right, let's see. Yeah. That's another way to play Bitcoin right now is Mara. Have we had a breakout? Yeah, it looks like on BTBT. And we took Voyager, took one profit, and then had to exit at break even. Zeta, I just don't know if it's a momentum stock on the day, but it's a stock that we've been holding. The market moving up, some sectors moving down, some sectors moving up. Relative strength wise, real estate not doing too good. What's doing the most excellent? I would say industrials. Although the Qs are beating both the industrials and SPY. And Bitcoin is definitely holding on that little bit of a pullback, holding at 55,000. 55,000. It hit 55,600. So Bitcoin's almost at 57,000 right in front of our eyes. What we're looking for is hit for it to hit 60,000. Yes, any. Might be too late. Is it worth staying in BTBT right now? It's not that it's worth it, it's that you're supposed to. Didn't hit our stop yet. Didn't hit a stop yet. I hope you took some profits. Underneath the 1250 level was a profit taking point. Okay, over on any, if you want any, you'd want it to break 681. And at that point, you could get in for something like 40 or 50 cents of risk. A Palantir is just going to fall all day, all the way back to where it was. That's what it looks like right now. Okay? All right. All right, BTBT is making some progress, put in a higher high just now. And we are all out of, which one was it? Zeta. So I'm going to pull that off. It's an impossible question to answer, Herman. Should you get into Bitcoin now? It's an impossible question to answer. I don't know whether you're day trading it, scalping it, holding it overnight, holding it for weeks, holding it forever, buying it in your IRA tax-free account. It's impossible to answer a question, should you buy something now? What you need to do is understand what can happen, and then you decide whether or not that lines up with what you want to do or not. So it broke out of the 53,000 level. You can put a stop at 47,000. So that's 6,000 of risk for a swing trade. For a swing trade or a long-term hold, that's your current situation. 6,000 of risk and entry at 53,000. It's already at 54,000. Not too much out of the gate though. Got to make that decision for yourself. Stop on BTBT is 1165. I think SI has triggered stop. Let me see. Yeah, we're triggering stop right now on SI, so exit SI. P-Car's hanging in there. I'm taking off SI. No, I don't think CEI gets support. Absolutely not. Nope. I really don't know if that's why BTC is moving. I don't. Bitcoin. So any is pulling back. The market is pushing up. Q's continuing to do excellent. XLK and QQQ. Good longs, uh, good calls on QQQ and XLK. Running good. XLK definitely doing the best this morning. I looked through all the sectors. What's going on? From yesterday, we're still in. From yesterday's closing bell entries, we're still in BTBT, Max, and PCAR. We have sold SI and Zeta. Yeah. Well, that's because it broke 53. It had the momentum to break 53, a very important pivot point, and so now it's continuing. You can kind of expect it to go all the way to 60,000 from here. John asks, why do some Bitcoin-related stocks like BTBT go up 14%, and other Bitcoin-related stocks like HUT only go up 4.5%? It can be the composition of what they're mining. Like not all coins are going up right now, but Bitcoin is. So if they 100% mine Bitcoin, that's going to make a difference. But you also have to analyze the cost of their equipment, replacement costs, maintenance costs, staff, etc. Not a pure Bitcoin play. All right, there's the break on BTBT. All out of BTBT. Breakdown on BTBT. Exit all. Neckline break. All right, we did pretty good on that. I think that we did about 13-14% on BTBT since yesterday. Now we're just watching mostly Max and PCAR and INY, ANY. And here comes Voyager. Voyager coming back up. 4.15 breakout on Voyager, 4.15. And you'd be able to get in for 40 cents of risk if it can break 4.15. Sketchily traded stock though, but you can't win a fight if you don't get in the ring. You guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link to come join our Discord. Today's open house. You can come check out all the services we offer on our trading community. Click the link in my bio over there on TikTok. Same thing with anybody on Twitch and YouTube. Just click the link in the description and come check out our Discord today. Only today, Wednesday. The Discord is open fully, so you can go in there and see stuff that you normally cannot see. So click the link in my bio, click the link in the description, come over to the Discord, and come check it out. You'll see that our trading community has multiple lead trader analysts, such as myself, multiple lead trader analysts, and tons of active members. And see that BTBT just cracking all the way down. And look at fucking Voyager, VYGR, man. It was going to do that to you. It was going to do that to you if it broke 4.15. Did anybody have FOMO and actually got in at like 4.1, 4.13 and said, shit, I'm going to make more money on this. I'm going to get in before it breaks 4.15. Yeah, I hope you got the fucking lesson of your life. I hope you just lost like so much money. Don't do that. This is why we wait for confirmation. You gotta wait for confirmation. That was a huge pullback. Depending on how much you risked, you would have lost 1 or 2% of your portfolio on that one. Ouch! Don't do that. You gotta wait for confirmation. What is confirmation? Confirmation is the trigger. Confirmation is if this thing can do this, then and only then it means that it's strong enough for me to be in it. You can risk getting in earlier, but you got to understand that that's higher risk, lower probability than a confirmed entry. You can literally write down, I will not take anything but confirmed entries, if that's what you want to do. If you want to cross over that threshold and only take confirmed entries, you can. Or let's say you're just up huge on the day. Sometimes we have a 10, 20, 30% day on our entire portfolio. They're a little bit rare and far between, maybe every couple of weeks. But when they happen, you're up huge on the day. Maybe then you're like, let me try and use some of the house's money to try and get in a little bit earlier on this, get a little bit of a higher risk entry. So then you can go after a little bit of a higher risk, lower probability. But even then, I think some of the other members of the group will tell you they enjoy the fact that they made that money, and it was hard work to make that 10, 20, 30% on that day, that it took weeks and weeks of trimming tiny losses and tiny gains, and that they probably don't want to give any of that money back. And so I think most of our members learn over time the only real way to trade is low risk, high probability setups at confirmed entries. Hey, there you are, Ryan. Played a bounce on ABNB, caught a $5 move. You play anything today? Yes, we did BTBT and Voyager, and maybe some others. But yep, we're still looking at INI. Nope, INI is fully crapped out. If anybody's in INI, it broke neckline after a failed retest, and that was an exit at 654, and now it broke trend at 6.4. So it's definitely an out on INI. Say that in a deep voice. What did I say? I don't even remember. Oh, sure, Jer. Yeah. Send me a private message on Discord, okay? Yep. Yes. Yeah, but send it, I don't know. Send it later today. So I get, reading it later today. And I think that's a great idea. The time to get into crypto, is yesterday. The time to invest your money, if you've been saving it, is always yesterday. It's always a day late. So don't get frustrated about that. That happens with everybody. It's always a day late. Even if you were early, like Jamal, he's very young. He probably wishes he started doing this shit when he was 10. It's always yesterday. You wish you started. Nobody ever starts correctly. They always start after they wise up. So you always feel like crap, but it's right. It's the right move. The market is now tanking. I'm seeing SPY breaking several pivots and about to break the market low. I'm not sure if there was some bad news outside the doors of Congress, or something happened. Plant the tree yesterday. Yeah. What's the very last moment you can exit an option? Well, at the close of the market. So 4 p.m. Eastern time. but there are some slight exceptions to that. And you can also box your trade, which I'm not going to recommend at all or teach anybody right now. You can also box your option trade in after hours with shares. That's a very advanced move. That's for an advanced trader. That's an advanced move for an advanced trader. All right, we got a failed retest of the high on PCAR and a neckline breakout. I'm exiting PCAR. Only right now. Still holding okay on Max, but we're out of BTBT. You guys look at BTBT. Anyone who was in BTBT and had to exit, and anyone who had to exit BT even at a loss, look at it now. Look at it now. You can start to see why it's important we exit when we do. We're not just guessing. These are important inflection points in the chart. Can you imagine some people say charts don't mean anything? Really, there are people who say that. A lot of them, there are people who do fundamental analysis mostly, and they think charts don't mean anything. No, charts mean everything. I can guarantee you that even Warren Buffett looks at the chart before he decides finally on his fundamental analysis. Thanks, man. Yes, that's my era, MTV. Born in 1975. Jeffrey Bezos. No, that's me. Evan Evans. Born in 1975 and got into computers in 1981, right at the kind of beginning of everything. And it was quite the revolution. I mean, yeah. By the time I got to high school, there was computers in every classroom. I mean, what a change that was. It was really fast. 10 years. And then the internet came along in the 90s. Might not know that, but yeah, the internet was not the internet the way we see it now, but it's kind of started in the late 80s, 90s. And for instance, I work in Hollywood, and I've been on IMDb since like 1992 time. But when you were back then, you were on things called message boards. They were communities. There were sub communities called message boards. and then of course we had the .com boom, and I was friends with many people in Silicon Valley who I know. One buddy of mine, he was on the cover of Inc. These billionaires being made in the .com boom, and I had a company that I was starting then, which would put independent filmmakers on the internet and let them showcase their works. And right at that same time, IFC, I think it was called something else at the time, but IFC channel came out, Independent Film Channel, and they started their website, and it was just forget it. So we didn't start the company, and then the .com boom happened, the bust boom, the bubble popped, and so we all looked around at each other, all of my partners who were going to go in on this business, right? And we didn't spend hardly any money yet. We were still doing analysis on the business figures, about to raise our first venture capital. And we looked around at each other and said, man, we just saved ourselves millions. Literally. Where can you find the live stream, Keith? Let's see. So Elliot or Jacob, that's somebody in the public chat room saying, where can I find the live stream? In free alerts. There you go. In there. Yeah. Anyway, yep. Any crapped out. BTBT, we're way out of. Voyager, way out of, thank God. Palantir did not trigger. LMFA, totally faded. IPDN tried it almost got up and over 1.67, but nah, fully faded and crapped out. It was full of shit. Acer is grinding up, doesn't look hopeful at all. Max is holding, and PCAR put in the signs for us to get out a little bit early, so we didn't even have to waste 1% of our account. So Max, that's really the only one left from yesterday's holdings. Max, MAX. That's the only one we're holding over from yesterday and seeing whether or not we need to exit it or not. Outside of that, we are currently not in anything. Tesla looks like it's going to crap out on you guys. I recommend you exit. It seems to be in a downtrend. There was a failed retest neckline breakdown at 781, and it's already at 775, 76. So you should take your losses smaller while you can, so that you don't have to take them larger later. And don't gamble that. You already passed the point in which the shit hit the fan on Tesla. So it looks like industrials are breaking down. They're breaking down below after hours low. So that's an entrance on industrials, DIA, the Dow, or XLI, if you want to short it. That would be a trigger, a confirmed entry point. And there it goes. Yep, they're dropping a little bit harder. Industrials are dropping the hardest right now. Tech has fully crapped out. Yes, we got into BTBT yesterday at the closing bell, and that was mainly the play on BTBT this morning. James Marvin's like, all right, I'm out of here. Good. For some of you who are able to trade the market just for the first 30 minutes to 2 hours, that's where you make most of your money. 90% of the money is made in the first 90 minutes. The VIX is rising strongly, all the way back up to 24. Gold is going up, so there's a flight to safety happening. I'm not necessarily seeing anything on the television here, but I'm guessing that talks are breaking down in Congress. Oh, yes. Should lounge in bed or go get a food truck breakfast burrito? Lounge in bed, absolutely. I mean, if I had the choice of recommending you go out and spend $5 to $7 on one taco, yeah, or more, yeah, plus gas and time value, I recommend you'd be better off in bed, saving your money, investing your money from your phone, starving really to death. No. Obviously, you need to eat like a tortilla or something. Have some yogurt. I don't know. Eat an apple. That's kind of expensive, but that's like $1, but it'll get you to lunch. Yeah, and I have more than the Dave Ramsey mentality, because Dave Ramsey is a very good person for you to. Oh, real quick, exit Max. Max is now breaking down. So I'm going to get out of my Max. If you have Max, exit Max. Exit now. So we got into 5 things yesterday at the closing bell, and altogether we basically we're down 0.3%. Be nice if it was break even or higher. We'll get it. We'll get those. Don't worry. This is just fine. Max, MAX. Somebody was asking exit. What? Dave Ramsey is what? Okay, so what I was saying is that Dave Ramsey is extremely ultra conservative with how he recommends to. Basically, Dave Ramsey is the perfect person to get you out of debt and on the track to financial literacy. He is not necessarily the perfect person from there on up. Like, to get to your first 100,000, David Ramsey is the person. that you want to go through to get to your next 100,000 and maybe your first million. His methods are a little bit slower than if you've already been trained, like how to get out of debt and get to that first 100,000. In other words, like David Ramsey has done you good. It's now time to move up and on from David Ramsey. If you've, gotten yourself to 100,000, let's say you've never gotten financially literate, but by coincidence you're not in debt and you have, 50 to 100,000 in savings or more, and you're not financially literate, you're living in an apartment renting, and you don't kind of know what to do. Now David Ramsey's great for your next journey, but you have to go through David Ramsey first, no matter where you are. David Ramsey you have to start with him, no matter where you are. But once you're, an active Dave Ramsey person doing things right, at a certain point, once you get to a certain level, you can start to become a little bit more entrepreneurial. Okay. And like David Ramsey would have you put almost all your money into the house that you live in, debt free. Man, that's going to fuck up your next 30 years. Like, you're really significantly decreasing the time in which you can get to your first million or totally passively sustained income level. That's the only problem with David Ramsey is once he tells you to pay off your house or to buy a house with all cash, that's when you need to close the book of Dave Ramsey and move on. Because if you have $500,000 in leverage, oh Jesus Christ, you should never put your eggs all in one basket. But just for example, if you put that 500,000 into Airbnbs, okay, just for cash flow, for passive income, so you bought properties, passive income, you should be able to make more than 500,000 per year on that 500,000. You make a little bit more than 100. You make like 130% on your money in Airbnbs per year. So 500,000 would be about 600,000 in income. So you're talking $50,000 a month in income on $500,000 in passive income, running, just cash flow rentals properties. So why would you, if you're going to make $50,000 a month, why would you take all that money? Do you understand that in 1 or 2 years, you would have enough now to buy a house? See, and that's my philosophy. That's where I close Dave Ramsey's book and then flip a switch, is that this is it. This is probably the lesson on top of David Ramsey right here. Once you've got of some large, you're out of debt and you're really on the path, take this to heart. Here it is. Don't ever buy anything with money that you made. Only buy things with money that your money made. That's it. Like, that's the point in which you want to get. So obviously it takes starting early. At Grant Cardone and what's his name again? Kiyosaki or something? I want to say it's David Kiyosaki, but I don't think that's right. Can the Hive Mind help me out? Robert Kiyosaki or something like that. I have his books right here too. But Grant Cardone and Robert Kiyosaki are sort of like the all the way, beyond. I say flip a switch, go from Dave Ramsey out of debt, into, the correct financial literate path. Then flip a switch. Thank you, Kiyosaki. Then flip that switch and say to yourself somewhere along the line, or close the book on David Ramsey and say, okay, I need to make sure that I start now building cash flow, and that I'm now only spending money that my money made me. So, you need to batten down the hatches and you start to, live very cheaply, however that is, and you invest your money such that it's trickling down now. It's dropping money, it's raining money. It's raining money. And that money is buying now maybe your groceries and your gas and maybe insurance for your car. Little by little it starts to grow and grow and grow, and you try to and invest as much as possible into cash flow. It's sort of a new game you play. It's like the next level, right? And then once you've got that to the point where you can get yourself your first property that you can live in, and you're living and your basic lifestyle is covered expense-wise by your cash flow, then you move on to empire building. And that's what Robert and Grant Cardone do. It's empire building. And that's another wave, and you don't have to go that way necessarily if you've got your cash flow covering yourself. You can just, slow it down a notch. Plus, you should never, ever, please don't ever put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is how you survive. It's a very important. Surviving beats risking. In other words, some of you might not think about survival when you're risking, and survival is more important than risk. Risk will get you reward, but survival will ensure that black swan events won't kill you and all of your hard work that you've used risking for along the way. So survival is the most important thing, really. And that's why we use the 1% rule when we trade. And that's why we're very careful about choosing our risks. Be anti-fragile. Yeah, there's a book on that you can get. I believe it's a book, or it might be a paper. Yeah, anti-fragile. No, Grant, yeah, that's even more like when you start to use other people's money. Yeah, Kiyosaki, that's right. Anyway, we're talking because the market is going sideways, and opportunities are not triggering yet. So we're just talking about some good stuff here. Yeah, Benjamin. Thanks. Oh, that's funny, Jamal. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and and it depends on how enterprising you are, because even somebody like Jamal, or even younger, if you're 13, 14, 15 years old, you can go around your neighborhood on the weekends, rake leaves for $20, $30. And they're going to tell you, oh, can you also do this or that? Sure, for another $5, for another $10. By the time you're done with your weekend, a lot of kids don't realize that they can make hundreds of dollars, so long as you trust, maybe you have your parents, make sure that they guide you through this process. But every weekend you could be making hundreds of dollars as a kid. And by the time you're 18, you could easily have $10,000, $20,000. And guess what? That means you can buy your first cash flow property by the time you're 18, because a cash flow property can be as little as a $60,000 condo with 20% down. That's 12 grand, and there you go. And you Airbnb it out and you learn how that works. So it's not too hard to get a start. You just got to be industrious, ambitious. You got to want it. And I think the real key to motivating yourself, anybody, is to have a big goal, and not just say, yeah, it's my big goal, but like to want to eat it, to be hungry for that. Make the goal something that's close enough you can kind of taste it, you can smell it in the fucking distance, right? Start there at least. And don't have some huge goal necessarily. You could have a huge goal, you can have a vision, a far vision, but you should set a goal that you can smell and that you want to taste. And that will actually, it works. That will actually put a little bit of this flame in your tummy, it'll get that fire in your belly going. It works. But that's what it is. I think I found over the years that's the key to getting that motivation, is to have that goal you want to taste. It has to be something what you're hungry for. You got to want to taste it. It can't be huge. It can't be, I want $100 million. You know, you can't even smell that, let alone taste it, let alone you're hungry for it, dude. If you're hungry for $100 million, it means you already have 50 million. You know what I'm saying? You can't be hungry for $100 million because you'd first need to eat $10,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's impossible. You have to choose a goal that you actually can be hungry for. I need you to taste it and feel it as a fire in your belly. And that is how you can set a goal and a little bit of a vision, start to use your visionary powers to make it figure out how to come into existence. That's how you can get it to actually propel and have propeller and have takeoff and movement. You know, like Elon Musk, maybe his goal is, I want to, what's the word? I want to populate the entire solar system, right? That's what he might have said when he was 15. I want to create industry on every planet in the entire solar system. That might have been his goal, but he realized that it wasn't motivating. It was just too far flung, right? So he broke it down, and he started with, okay, well, let's create space currency for, space hotels. When they come, I'll have space currency. So he started he did PayPal. That's why he bought into PayPal, to create space currency. And, you take little baby steps because those you can taste. And if you eat that and you taste that, you're going to be big enough and strong enough for that bigger next goal. You're late. She's late. Good morning. You're very late. You want to be the very best, like no one ever was. So you got to pick little micro goals along the way that you can taste. Justin, over on YouTube, send me a private message in the Discord today asking that question, and I'll get you a link to my private session scheduler. The win rate for trades, I have it listed somewhere, something like 2/3, close to 2/3. Yeah, for the strategies, for different strategies have different win rates, but they also have different reward to risk ratios, probabilities, and odds. So you kind of have to smush them all together in order to get a final result. And also, in order for all those things to really work, you need to overcome the variance to see the actual straight line in like all the dots, like, and then you get that regression line, that line which says, okay, this is my profitability rate. And so it's never the whole story to really look at just what is your win rate necessarily. Because if I can have a dude that can win 1%, maybe his win rate is 1%. Well, it's supposed to be over 50%, so we'll call it 51%, or 100. It's over 100, right? So 1%. Maybe his win rate is 1%, which is 1.01, 101, right? But he like never loses. Well, shit, I want, you might want that guy, but also the rate in which he wins. Also, maybe he only can do that once a year. And you're like, oh fuck, maybe I don't want that guy. It's never the whole story, all those numbers. But if your portfolio is going up, you're doing good. Your father-in-law called it the 7-year vision, basically looking down the road instead of now. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard of that too before, the 7-year vision. I forget where I read that, but your father-in-law might have read that somewhere there. All right, the market's sideways. Tech being the most resilient, so that's good relative strength on tech's part today. Tech being relatively strong. SPY putting in a red candle today. That's not good for follow through for tomorrow. And utilities just broke down. Utilities just broke down as a sector. It broke the low of the day. And real estate tanking, XLRE, real estate sector tanking, base materials and industrials not doing good after having a great morning. What's the power that's inside? Yeah, Lishi. I mean, for those of you who don't want to be on the market all day today, unless there's like opportunities abounding, yeah, that's completely normal. I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer, but the market basically is sideways. And when that happens, every trade you get in lacks direction. And it can just go down when you go in, and it can go, then you short it, and then it goes up. And it can just do that all day long. Sideways days are kind of like instead of going to the circus, going to a street show, like a street magician or a street entertainer or whatever, and then everybody's getting pickpocketed. It's like deciding to go to a street show instead of like an NFL final game. It's quite a bit different to be in a sideways market. It's not easy money. And you think that there's something amazing going on, but there's really nothing really great going on, and you're just getting fleeced. Oh yeah, there's another one. Jamal just repeated again. The other day, I said it's so important for you to realize that if something's not going up, it doesn't mean it's going down, because there are 3 directions stocks go in, including bankruptcy. You could probably say 4, being delisted. There are 3 directions that stocks go in: up, sideways, and down. And you can't know if a stock is going down or sideways when it's done going up. You have to wait for it to put in 4 points of confirmation in pivot land. So you can learn more about pivot point trading. Send me a private message. I'll get you those video lessons. But that's the real deal. That's what's going on there. So we don't know right now. Is the market going down? It looks like, excuse me, it looks like if we can use tech as an indication, it's not. It's going sideways, because tech is now coming all the way back up to the top of the range. You can't necessarily say that about the industrials, but looking at the whole market, you could say that the industrials are just a relatively weak sector today, and they may look like they're going to go into a downtrend, but really the market's going sideways when you look across everything. You talking about for a short, David? Do I use fibs, previous zones, or just throw darts for exits? No. I use psychological levels, key psychological levels. Makes it very easy to trade and take your profits. There's no emotion in it too much, other than it can be thrilling if something's running and then you're taking profits rather fast, and maybe it gets halted, and then you got to input that you got to take some profits right at the open when it comes out of the halt. There can be some emotions in it, but no, we take key psychological levels. And what does that mean? It can be previous zones or previous support or resistance. That's why, we don't call it key dollar levels. Well, I'm just trying to say that it's key psychological levels. It's wherever psychologically the levels are. And what we do with that is we have a tiered system of pricing that we automatically take out. And those are like at $50, for example. That's a very psychological number, $50. So we will take profits just underneath the $50 psychological level. You guys over on Twitch and TikTok, let me give you a link rather to over 100 video lessons. because you want private lessons, but 90% of what I would teach you at first for my private lesson rate, you can learn right here at this link. So check out this link. Hopefully you got that on YouTube and Twitch just now. Yeah, so now the Qs we think are in the sideways trend, but they're actually kind of putting an uptrend in right now. It's not pulling back. If the Qs can get significantly up and over this inflection point, this pivot point in tech, that might constitute that we're in an uptrend. So we'll see. DCRC. All right, let's pull it up. Yeah, I can add a link on TikTok, sure. Here you go. Don't let it pass you by. And you guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio to come join our trading community. Today you can check it out in full. It's open house day. You can check out all our hidden areas. DCRC. Can't tell anything by the chart, but it looks like whatever popped pulled all the way back. Thank you, Shibu lovers. You're up 250%. Nice. What do I think? Palantir, same as always. Nothing. Sideways. Do I trade the 1 or 2 minute candle, Nicholas? 2 minute. That is correct, Jamal and RJ. Yes, and then sometimes the 5 minute. Yeah, I'd say for day trading 2 minutes. All these charts that I have up right here are 2 minute charts, and except for the ones on the top, some of those are daily charts. And over on the crypto, those are 1 hour charts. But yeah, 2 minute charts, and then I'm always very curious what's going on in the 5 minute charts. 5 minutes can be a very strong confirmation chart to look at. Lucid, doubtful also there. I mean, the competition's only ramping up, and that's a luxury EV car company. So yeah, sideways, same thing on Lucid. Why put your money in it if it's going sideways? Some people might say, because maybe in the future, at some point, it's going to go up astronomically. Yeah, when? And they go, I don't know, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year and a half from now, maybe 2 years from now, but I'm going in it, right? That's what they say. They put in it. But unfortunately, what you don't realize is your money, okay, number one, kind of what you forget is that you will die someday. Your lifetime is limited. You have only a certain number of years. And frankly, you only have a certain number of years you figure you give a shit about because you want to be done with bullshitting around with money at some point, don't you? I mean, at least the minimum, right? I mean, if you're thinking about getting into Lucid Motors for a 2-year play, you obviously have no money. You're totally broke. Your mindset's totally off. You don't understand how to save or invest. So we know that. And so what you've got to realize is that when your money just sits there, you're wasting it. even if you were to make 1% per day on your portfolio, if you could just make 1%, then in 1 year you would have made 1,200%. You would have 12x'd your portfolio if you could have just made 1% per day. You think 253 days in a year, that it would be 200 trading days, that it would be 253% that you'd be up, not 1,200%. But that's because the 1% compounds. 1% on an increased amount of money is more. So like in 3 months, your 1% is much more than it was 3 months ago if you're making 1% per day. And that's why if you can just make 1% per day every day, if you can just make a little money every day, that's much better than waiting to make a lot of money later. You will outperform people who wait to make a lot of money later if you make just a little bit of money every day. Definitely, Josh says very important point that we should always mention. You should always paper trade if you're learning. If you're learning on about the stock market, you should start with paper trading. So you can do that on Webull or TradingView or Thinkorswim. Can paper trade means simulated trading, just like you would learn to fly a 747 in a simulator for 10,000 hours first. So you know, you got to ask yourself, if you were a friend, would you give that friend all your money, or however much money you just decided you think you're going to give yourself to trade with on the stock market, if he was just beginning like you are just beginning, and then he just said, "Don't worry, it's going to be fine." You're going to give it to him? Well, don't do that to yourself either. You are going to lose all your money. You're going to lose it all. I'm like, pretty much, I'd rather just say I guarantee you and be wrong than say that, well, good luck and be wrong. So make sure before you fly a 747 or an F-14, 15, whatever it is, that you train first in fake, pretend, simulated practice training. Don't use your real money. In the meantime, put your money somewhere that it can make some more money for you, though, like in some dividend stocks or dividend preferred shares, or the stock market itself, VOO, or depending on how much money it is, maybe you have hundreds of thousands of dollars and you're interested in day trading and trading. Do not touch that money. Don't touch that money until you've traded for months, possibly even years, paper trading, until you have put in 10,000 hours in the simulator. And if you have $100,000, $200,000 in savings just sitting there, diversify it. But I go back to my example. You could just Airbnb that, get some Airbnbs going, get some cash flow. It's a very practical way to learn and understand how to run business and how to turn your money into a money-making endeavor. I just consulted with someone over the weekend, a couple who has had several $100,000 in their bank account for years, doing nothing. Somebody recommended me to them. Have a phone call with Evan. You should call them. And because they started to get the idea in their head that maybe they should, put it all on some whatever, and you can be sure I told them not to put it all on everything, of course, but I gave them all the good ideas of places they should put it. Gold, very important. You get some gold, crypto, real estate, crypto mining, stock market, lots of places. And they were very thankful. And of course, they wish they had started yesterday, many years ago. But, that day, your first day is always a day late. You still got to do it. Anyway, please be careful. You will lose all your money on the stock market in the beginning. Frankly, just flat out, everybody who agrees with me say, is that true? Yes. Is it true? Are you going to lose all your money on the stock market? True, 100%. Yep, everybody knows it. We've all been there. A lot of members are working on just losing half their money now. They're getting better. And they hope to one day lose only a quarter of their money. they're looking forward to the day when they lose only a quarter of their money. I mean, it really is quite the day when you're starting to break even. That is a beautiful day. That's like you're floating. You're now floating. You're not a yacht. You're not, a shipping company, but, shipping containers across the ocean on your enterprise, but you're floating. You're not drowning. Stephen Harlow lost $100,000 twice. Yeah. And now he knows. And man, that's why I say never trust anyone who has never lost a fortune before. Like these young kids, they're between 18 and 30, maybe even 35. They've got the Lambos, right? And the lifestyle in view, and they've got their trading course and trading community, which is fine. It's a free country, fine. But they don't talk about that time when they lost it all, everything, and had to liquidate their Lambos, move back in with their parents. I never had to do that, but but I've lost everything before, so I've lost over $1 million that I had built up. And that's when you learn. You don't know the risks, is what I'm saying. You don't know the risks. You made money, you got Lambos, but is there a risk out there that you could lose all that? Yes. Have you ever encountered it? Man, if they don't talk about it, they haven't encountered it. They're going to lose it all. Be careful. Everybody who wins money fast loses money fast. It's mathematical. It's certain. Net moving up to my breakout level. All right. NET. Well, really strong 2 days. Holy Toledo. Net. We might be able to day trade this. There it is. Top of the market. It's the one of the biggest movers today, Net. Gonna kind of have to wait for breakout in order to get an entry, but how about for the day trade here? Let's take a look. All right, well, it's already mid-run, and we're talking about $4, $3 of risk when it comes back. $3 risk, not bad. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, real estate market getting crushed. 137.22. What are you talking about, Eric? Daniel said, if you don't paper trade, just plan to lose it all. Right. I mean, that's what I'm telling them. You are going to lose it all, And one out of maybe 20 of you, 1 out of 20, will be able to prove me wrong. But 19 out of 20 of you are going to lose all your money. So it's just better for me to tell you you're going to lose all your money. So you should paper trade because it's the wise thing to do. Do you think I'm actually telling you to paper trade for some evil, nefarious reasons? Like, come on, let's not let the same logic that's about to lose you all your money make you unreasonable and not understand that I'm telling you some good information here that you should probably listen to. And this guy says he's one of the 19. Yeah. Grom, holy moly. All right, Grom, freaking out on Grom. I heard that a couple times. People saying Grom. You got Grom. 137? No, that's not a 7. That's a 1, and I'm not sure what you're talking about. And that's no, not just that ass in the sand. If you paper trade, make sure you match the amount that's in the paper trading account to the amount you currently have to invest. Because if it's $1 million, for example, in there, and you're paper trading with it, and you win and make $20,000, and then you lose $27,000, and then you make $30,000, and then you lose $38,000, and then you make $40,000, and then you lose $15,000. I'm telling you, you have no idea whether you're doing good or bad, really. But if you put it at $2,000 and you have $2,000, right? And you put it at $2,000, and then you win $22, and then you lose $45. Now you know what's going. Now you know you're doing bad, right? You're not feeling it when you're trading with an account that's not par on par with the amount of money that you're going to be trading. It's very important. Yeah, not or trade very small amounts to simulate reality. It's and trade very small amounts to simulate reality. Absolutely. You need to find out what are the limitations. How hard is it to trade with, the little amount of money that I have. You want to run up against every problem, issue, concern, emotion that you would if you were trading the same amount of money in reality. Yeah, it has to be relatable. Exactly, Brad. Okay, there goes In Mind, breaking yesterday's high, INMD. That could be an entry for $3 of risk. INMD, In Mind. I don't know what it's called. That's what I'm calling it. Integramed. INMD. I just make this shit up when it comes to the names of these companies. INMD. There's the breakout for $3 of risk. INMD. Net. I could call Net Netscape. It really will make a difference to me. Grom. There we go. Wallace and Gromit. We don't want to get in Wallace and Gromit yet. It's all just numbers. That's what you got to realize in the end. That's awesome. You've never done any of this stuff and you're up $400. All right. Just remember, you're probably not going to tell me when you lost it all, but do come back to me when you lost it all. So just remember that you're literally admitting you have no idea what you're doing. Do you know when to sell? He probably doesn't, I am up $400. Yeah, good for you. But if you don't know when to sell, then you don't have that money yet. Anyway, so I'll give you a quick tip. Anytime, it depends on the percentage you're up. Can you tell me what is the percentage you're up, person? You should probably sell like 10% of what you have. Take some profits. Depends on how long you plan on holding. Like if you're only holding today, take 25%. If you're planning on holding for a week, take 5%, 10%. If you're planning on holding for years, don't even take any profit. See what I mean? So it's different. It depends on your timeline. Jackson says, I can honestly say I've messaged you, me, more about my pains than my gains. Yeah. That's good. We focus on what to fix, your mistakes, critical analysis, much better. Because wins are automatic. Well, we teach you how to make sure you're taking profits on wins and how to stay in for as long as you're supposed to. But outside of that, there's nothing you can do to make the stock go up. So wins are automatic, but losses you have to control. You do have to control wins too, but losses, the very first thing you need to learn in trading for your first year should be focused on minimizing losses, mitigating losses. You guys over there on TikTok land, make sure you click the link in my bio to come join our trading group today. You can come check it out fully and look at all the private hidden sections today, all day. It's open house day on our trading community. So I recommend you come check it out today. It's a rare opportunity to come check out everything we have to offer. You just got to click the link in my bio in my profile, and over on TikTok and Twitch. I'm sorry, and YouTube. Just click the link in the description. Danny SCD. Oh, we'll take a look at it. All right, INMD. You will be taking your next profits at 74 if you're in INMD. Yeah. Oil just pulling back, but in the grand scheme of things, it's doing fine. That's an uptrend. See, it's still going up. See what it did last time here? Are you looking at my screen? Oh, they go up and then down, and then up further, and then down, and then up further, and then down, and then what do you think it's going to do now? It just depends. It does depend. You never know. It could be the end of the run. You never know. But I mean, this is all you have to go on. Scientifically, all you can say is that it is probably going to go up. That's all you got. And so that's how to bet. A lot better than guessing. That, is all you get, but it's a lot better than guessing. Instead of trading with a demo account, I trade with, leave us hanging, a small account. It hurts more than losing on a demo account. So how many of you, like, right now are at the level like RJ and maybe some of the others where, like, you just heard what he just said and you can feel the pain in the mistake of that thinking? Because, like, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't matter if it's 5% of what you have or 10% of what you have. If you're not putting it to work for you, why mess it up? I mean, I'm not talking to you, Brutus. I'm just asking, do any of you, like, can any of you relate to me and feel the pain of people who are experimenting with a small amount of money instead of paper trading, a small amount of all their money, small amount of their portion of their money, and feel that painful and bad idea, and as a bad idea? I hate it. Once you get into the compounding your gains, you want to do it on all your money, and you don't want to be throwing away, say, 5 or 10% of your money on a sure loser, when you could be putting that, practicing and putting that aside somewhere to be growing. So I'm not going to say there's anything wrong necessarily with that, Brutus, but and I'm glad that you're doing something to manage how much you risk in life. But I will say that it is probably, in my opinion, the better decision to just invest that money. Let it, earn you dividends in the meantime, and keep saving and putting it on top of the pile and keep that growing, and learn with a paper trading account. Practice losing with a paper trading account first. SCOC is popping up. Oh boy. Fantastic play, SDC. Oh, yep. SDC. You gave me the wrong ticker. All right, yes, SGOC is jumping out of the gate. We're going to need some kind of pullback, or if you want to get in now, $6 would be your risk point, so $1.75 of risk. But if we can get some kind of pullback, we'll be able to get in for less risk. If you want to get in now, however, $1.75 of risk, $1.40 of risk, whatever is down to $6 is your stop. SDC is not moving crazily. I mean, Danny, you're super excited about it. I get it. And it is moving But we're in good shape on it. We can get in if we want to get it at 640 next breakout for 20 or 30 cents of risk. Let's see. And yet it would need to go to 7 or more, and I'm not sensing that kind of movement from it. Yeah, it's going into previous bag holder range after extreme bag holder drop. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that SDC, Danny. King Jimmy, which trade are you talking about? Which one? Can I look at XENE? Right. So if XENE breaks 33.70, that's when we'd be interested. It needs to break yesterday's high. Okay, that's a situation on Zenny. Teach me. So for that, go to this link. Yeah, settling down now. I didn't even look at the daily on that. Could also be running into bag holders. Brienne, let me take a look in just a second here. Yeah, it's just a little spike up in a downtrend. SGOC. I'm not going to recommend anybody get into those, but you want my help with them? Okay. RJ said, Brutus said, and that's nice to see. I think you're right, Evan. I should probably save up more and learn more on a demo account and then put my savings on the table, winning, or if I ever get the hang of trading. Yes. And then he has a little laughing face. So he's still in a battle between the angel and the devil on his shoulder, but it's getting over to the angel side. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm with you, Brutus. I understand. If you can make a micro account grow, then I should be able to make a macro account grow further. Um, um, yes and no. How long have you been trading, Brutus? Because I have my doubts that you didn't redeposit into your micro account if it's been longer than a month. It's been 2 months. Have you made a second deposit? 3 deposits, see? So, and is that because you're making money? Is that why you're depositing more? All right, Brutus, the writing's on the fucking wall, man. Stop depositing money. Save that money. It's not going to happen. You're experimenting. Do you understand how much it costs to experiment on the stock market? Millions. There are hedge funds with like wings and they're experimenting with certain strategies and stuff. And they're trying to do it for as cheaply as possible too. It takes so much time and so much money to come up with something you can do for the rest of your life that's a repeatable thing. All right. We do it already in the group. We do a repeatable thing every day. We're doing proven strategies in this group. We're not experimenting. A lot of other groups will. They'll be like, get into whatever because we think it's going to go to the moon. The fuck do you know? You don't know. You don't know. They're experimenting. No, we're doing, we're just grinding a wheel. We're just doing what works. And, until you have that figured out, the R&D costs to get there are going to be bottomless, dude. They're going to be bottomless. Stop the leak in the barrel. Stop leaking the barrel. Stop leaking your barrel of money. Stop the leak. Put the plug in it now. Put it right in. Stop the leak. And start taking the money that you have that you're saving all the time and putting it on top of in the barrel. Start growing that barrel. Focus on linear growth with no risk. Zero risk linear growth. Just take your earnings, spend less than you make, equals savings, Put it on top of the pile. And if you want to see if you can day trade to make more money, use a demo account. Yeah, paper trading account to practice for a long time. Most pro traders have done a minimum of 10 months, like boot camp paper trading before 10 months, full time, 9 to 5 and after hours, reading, studying for 10 months, pure, unadulterated trading for 10 months minimum. Most you'll find out the lowest number you'll find is 10 months. So, I would have needed 3 years personally, 3 years. So if I went back to the beginning, gave myself any advice, I would have said paper trade for 3 years. If I was not allowed to tell myself about the future, I would say paper trade for 3 years. If I was allowed to tell myself about the future, I would say you're going to lose millions. Paper trade, save the money, take your savings, keep piling it on, wait 3 years, work through your, trading strategies, and go. Oh, another piece of big, huge tip I would say is get a mentor. Go with a proven mentor who's been trading for at least 20 years. They don't have to be successful all 20 years, but who's been there for 20 years and is, successful at this point. And get a mentor, stand on his shoulders, start there. That's what I would say. Yeah, Spencer. I mean, basically I am. I mean, if you guys want to, learn 90% of what I can teach you, you can go to the Market Mastery link. I'll paste it right here. And on the TikTok. And then on top of that, come join our trading community. Every day we'll be trading the markets, and little by little, you're going to pick everything up. You think I just taught you everything just now? Like, no, every day I maybe tell you some words of wisdom or a technique, or you see something or something said or mentioned. It would take years for you to really absorb it all. But I already have, those video lessons right there for you. And then just stack that on top of getting a demo trading account going and saving money and putting it on a pile and joining our trading community and being with us every day that you can trade. By the way, in Thinkorswim, you can practice paper trading. You can practice trade on replay. So you can replay any day of the market in history in the last 20 years. You can replay any day. You can pick a random day and you can practice at night. Like, let's say you have a day job. You can practice at night and on the weekends. Whenever you want, you can practice day trading. In fact, you could be practicing right now. Like, if it's a little bit boring right now, you could be practicing another day right now during the market. You can be endlessly practicing at 3x speed, I believe. You can speed it up just in case it's too slow. Maybe you're waiting for one of your entries or triggers. So there's definitely ways to get better here. All right, Voyager trying with its little candles, little green candles, to make it all the way back up and over the 415 breakout point. What do you think is going to happen? Let's see. The volume is increasing. 5 million shares just traded on the last 5-minute candle. 3 million before that. 2 million before that. 1 million before that. It's increasing. Volume is increasing. But when it breaks out, is it going to be on lower volume or higher volume? And that's going to be the indication. Sam Blackburn asks, what are your thoughts on AMC if a person's average is only $16 a share? All right, that's a really good question. Number one, you should have taken partial profits all along the way. And then there was a point in which you should have gotten all out. But I understand that didn't happen for you. So you didn't maximize your gains. That opportunity was already missed. If you haven't taken any profits yet, you should take some It's at 35. You doubled your money. In fact, you basically are doubled your money right now. 16. Yeah, you've doubled your money. So you should take half off the table. Make sure you've taken at least half off the table. What does that mean? It means you get back all your original money, and now you have free money gains just because you made a good decision to get into AMC when you did. You have gains riding for free from here on out. And then you can reapproach that later. Let's say it goes from 36 to 72. It doubles, right? Now you can take out half of that. So that's one method, right? You can take back half of that. Another method is every time it goes up significantly to a support level, such as 52, like learn to read charts. 52, for example, take out 10 or 20%. Take a little profit off the table. Brutus says, I think I will start trading with a demo account from now on while I save up a starting amount for my first real entry on the market. And the money that you save, you can put in like dividend earning investments or the total market, so you don't have to think about it. VOO, that's SPY, the whole market, VOO. Or a dividend earning investment that will stay stable, like MTBCP. Okay, I'll type it here. MTBCP. What was the other one I got in? IDIV. IDIV, okay? IDIV makes 13% on your money per year. Okay, at least it's making something. And it can tend to go up too. So that way your money is at least not just sitting there. Okay, so if you have $100,000 and you put it in IDIV while you learn to day trade for a year, by the end of the year, you're going to have $13,000 in dividends that rained down from that money.
Somebody says, dude, MTBCP is solid. You put me on that one a while ago. It barely fluctuates even when the market tanks. Totally, that's what it's all about. And you're earning what? 11% dividend on that. Yes, tradingview.com or Thinkorswim, which is free, has alerts that you can set if they break certain price levels to alert you, either on your phone or wherever. RJ, you said something earlier. I forgot to read it. You spent a long time writing it. Let me see. Somebody wrote something long up here somewhere. There it is. Build that pile, says RJ. Build that savings pile. Because to really take all the opportunities that come up, you're going to need a decent amount of cash. And he's probably thinking about $25,000 minimum, probably $30,000, maybe even $40,000. There's reasons for that. So you aren't running out of funds or making choices to sell just because you have account size. After $25,000, all the restrictions on an account are lifted. So that's what he's talking about. Having those limitations will mess up your plan, and you may find yourself missing opportunities, and then I'll add to that, screwing up opportunities, or worse, building up bad habits, learning to do things because you don't have enough money that are actually because you don't have enough money, not because of what you should have done. So that when you finally have enough money, now you're fucking up all the time. You see what I mean? So, yeah, listen to RJ. RJ, good advice. The tweet thread posted on the Discord, I did not see it. No, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just a minute. You guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my bio. Over on Twitch, the link in the description to our trading community. Over on YouTube, the link to our trading community in the description, or the link in my bio over on my profile on TikTok. Today is open house in our trading community. You'll be able to see all the hidden areas and check out all the cool stuff that we have there that you normally can't see. You'd have no idea exists. including multiple lead traders like myself who are currently giving alerts and swing trades and day trades and shorts and penny stock signals all day long. You can go in there now, click the link in my bio or over on Twitch in the description or YouTube in the description to come check it out all day long. It's open house. You can go click around the different areas that you normally would not see. Just click the link and follow through over to our Discord trading community. You guys were asking what was the correct spelling of that thing, MTB. What was it again? Here it is. It is. I'll give you a couple. Okay, MTBCP. Also IDIV. Also FBPRO. And CSSEP. And FOF. You know. Just remember, I'm educating you. I'm not a certified financial advisor. So I don't know. This is a group stream. I don't know your personal financial scenario. I can't give you personal financial advice. This is just for educational purposes, really, is the only way you could frame this. Because I can't make you all buy shit. Because I said so. Those are your own decisions. I have no liability whatsoever into your decisions. They are your personal decisions. Let's get that clear. But anyway, with regards to those dividend earning stocks that I just gave you, some of them preferred shares and some of them ETFs, at the least, the worst thing that you could do is be in the least that you could do is be in those. Put your money in those. If you have $100,000, by the end of the year, you can have $10,000 in dividends that have rained down on a monthly basis. And I recommend you turn off dividend reinvest. That's bullshit. You need those dividends so that you can either use them for income or invest them in some other thing that's at the exact perfect point for you that you decide on that day whenever you decide to invest the dividends that come down. You don't want it to be automatically reinvesting exactly where it came out of. That's the dumbest thing ever, because the little trick they do. For example, when you might not know this, but when a dividend happens, the stock goes down by the amount of the dividend. Did anybody not know that? And was thinking, man, I'd love to put my money in dividends. So if you put your $100,000 in a 10% dividend, and then it gives that annually, let's say. So then that's 1 point in the year, it's going to give out a 10% dividend on your money, right? You have $100,000 in there. The moment it gives it out, it drops the amount of money, it drops the stock price and everything, such that you now have only $90,000 and now you have a $10 dividend. Crazy, right? But the stock tends to rebound. Yes, but the stock tends to rebound because a lot of people have dividend reinvestment on. It's called DRIP, I think, Dividend Reinvest Program, DRIP. They have that turned on in their accounts. 90% of the people have it turned on in their accounts. So the stock tends to go back up, but you don't touch it. Don't put that money back in. But the people who do, they're going to have their amount go up as well. So that's usually what happens. It drops and then it curves back up over a few days. But you should be sitting there with that money, and then now you're back where you were and you have the money. Other people are going to be back where they were, but with more money invested. But now you can take that money and find something that's down and invest in it when it's down. It's going up. So, I recommend you have that off. Don't turn dividend reinvestment on. See, there you go. MIC is going to give out a $37 dividend tomorrow on a $40 stock. People don't realize that the stock's going to go to $3. Yeah, they're going to learn their lesson. Am I a swing trader or a long-term investor? Everything. I am a day trader. I am a day swinger. That's a term that I came up with, day swinging. I'm a swing trader. I'm a toker. I'm a midnight toker. No, I'm not, but this I can see where this is going. And anyway, I'm an investor, long-term investor. I have IRAs. Yeah, no, I'm good. So everything. You don't need to have held a stock for a minimum amount of time to collect a dividend. Yes, you do. You do. You have to be in it before what they call the ex-dividend date. You have to be a shareholder of record by the ex-dividend date, and then you can actually sell it, but then you'll get the dividend when the dividend happens. So that's another thing you could do. But they usually make it so that you have to be trapped into the stock until the dividend date. No, actually, I believe you can't sell it before the shareholder of record date. Anyway, gotta look that up. They definitely trap you on purpose. You can't. There's no free ride. If there is plays on dividend payout, it looks like to receive the dividend payout, you have to be in the stock like a month before. Right, stuff like that, right, Daniel? There's no free rides. There's no, they call it arbitrage when you can find free money in anywhere in the world on the market, free money, basically. Arbitrage is finding a difference between what one people want it and another people want it, or what one thing's going to do and another thing. There's like a difference, and it's arbitrage. It can be the difference, and then you can be the person to carry it from one point to the next point and get the money in between, like for free and considered like very low risk. But yeah, that's a game you can play for the rest of your life if you want, but you'll have to master that. There are ETFs, for instance, that make money on merger arbitrage, merger and acquisition arbitrage. For instance, the ETF MNA, merger and acquisitions, MNA. That ETF will automatically just do merger and acquisition arbitrage for you all year long. And it's actually a very good hedge against market crashes because it's not correlated to the market prices in any way. It's a strategy. ETFs that are a strategy and not based on stock prices, ETFs that are a strategy, like there's cover called strategies and other strategies, are excellent hedges in portfolios against market crashes. Yeah, arbitrage in cryptos used to be nuts. I remember cycling through shitcoins. Yeah, totally. Do I like QYLD and NL? Not NLE. NLE. Oh my god. I think that was the very last stock I got in before the pandemic drop last year, and still holding that particular one. I think I got that at like 10:40 somewhere, right, like the day before the drop. But it's recovered just fine, pretty much just fine. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I could say that I like that. Yes, but it's not, obviously is not protected against market crashes. But Q yield, let me see. So what I don't, yeah, I have Q yield on covered call. I have that on my alternatives list, I think. Let me see, 2222222. Vega. I'm pretty sure I have that on one of my lists over here. Probably on dividend stocks, no. Dividend, no. Preferred stocks, BDCs, no. Pretty sure that was on in one of my sectors. Could have been preferred stocks, no. Corporates. But anyway, maybe the reason why it's not on is because it has not done well over a long period of time. It's been trending down, see, over a period of time. You don't want that. You want your capital to be at least preserved, if not growing, right? And then dividends on top of that. What's the point of a dividend if the thing you invest in is going down, right? So I try to find things that are dividend yielding, that are at least with capital preservation, if not growth. So that's why I don't recommend QYLD. And I instead recommend the ones that I recommended. You can short dividend releases, yes, but what happens is then you pay the person the dividend. So it's a really dumbass thing to do. Instead of the company paying the dividend, you pay them the dividend. So that would not be a good idea. If you're short through a dividend, you owe the dividend. Not a good idea. Of course. Oh, did somebody else ask that question then? Would expect a jump in the price of this guy. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel. I mean, there's people that spend so much time trying to figure out the arbitrage situations like that. In the end, when you're done looking at all that stupid bullshit, trying to think that there's some free way to make money, easy money, after that period of your life is over, you'll go back to just investing in good companies, buying trends, swing trading trends, day trading winning strategies, and you'll stop fucking around with trying to get free money. Free money is how criminals are born. You know what I mean? It's just try to make an honest living. Try to earn it. Don't be looking around like that. It's just that's that degenerate gambler side, wouldn't you say, Jackson? That's that degenerate gambler side. Jackson's like, I take offense that you asked me, Evan, but yes, I think I agree. Look, we all have that in us. We really do. It's natural, we seek calories. We're just human beings. We're just chemical machines, right? We seek calories for the least amount of calories spent. That's it. That's what human beings do on this earth, period. We seek calories for the least amount of calories spent. If we have a surplus, we'll either sell it, exchange, barter, or give, or all of the above, or hoard, or invest, or create wealth. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we can try to figure out a situation where we can spend 0 or almost no calories to get calories, and then put that into a machine and let it repeat, it's a fucking neurotic thing. Like we know we want that. We know we want it, but it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It would blow up the universe. Like, a correct thing like that would blow up the universe. It literally, atomically, equation-wise, doesn't exist. So there's some of that at some levels, but you will spend your life getting gray-haired finding it. And you're much better off getting a 10 to 20% return, or even 100% return on real estate, or crypto mining, or crypto. I mean, you're better off spending money to make money than you are not spending money to make money. So there will be opportunities out there where you have to risk nothing and you'll make something, but you'll go gray-haired searching all that stuff. And if it was repeatable ad nauseum to give you endless wealth, we would blow up the universe first. Thanks, Matt. I don't know. We just got nothing breaking out really strong right now, so might as well go over some important stuff you guys really need to think about. Hence, it's easier to make money when you got money. Yes, or you could do bird dogging. Do you know what that is? bird dogging in real estate. If you got a car and gas, you got enough money for gas, or you could just walk around. You could bird dog. You can go around and try to find owners of properties and or properties that look like potentially distressed, or properties that the owners might want to sell, and then pass them over to an investor partner, which is very easy to find as a bird dog. And if the deal works out, they give you like $500, $1,000, $1,500 finder fee. Sometimes more. If you become a good bird dog, you can get 1% of a deal. If it's a $200,000 house, $2,000. So then eventually that stacks up, and now you've got money. I mean, I think it's bullshit when people say you have to have money to make money, because I'm telling you, like right now, we could do a boot camp. I could say, whoever's in my area, which is Central Texas, come over to my house. I want to see you here at 5 a.m. Saturday morning, and we'll run a competition. Who can run around all these neighborhoods here in Central Texas and make the most amount of money by midnight, the end of the night, Sunday night? Guarantee you could all make a minimum of $500. Minimum. It's so easy to make $250 a day. You guys are just full of shit if you think you can't make $250 a day. You absolutely can. You're totally full of shit. It's absolutely easy, and you're just sitting on your ass too much. You can make $250 a day in this country, easy, everywhere, across the entire country. I don't care if you live in Montana in the mountains. There's a way to do it. You can do it. So that's just bullshit. It doesn't take money to make money. It takes getting off your ass. It takes getting off your ass to make money. And then you'll have money. And then you can make money. Good idea buying puts on MIC? No, very bad idea. I don't think you can. In fact, but they'll reprice them and adjust them for the dividend. No, you don't do that. That won't work. It takes knowledge. Not really. I mean, again, also, it's so simple. Just go sell fucking lemonade. Stop saying it takes knowledge. A 6-year-old can do it. Stop it. You guys are pathetic. It doesn't take knowledge. Stop it. You're just making excuses to be a communist, and I'm not going to hear it. Stop looking for a handout and make some money. You can do it. It's bullshit. It does not take knowledge. It takes being just a normal human being, and not Hitler, and not Mao Zedong, and not a fucking communist. It takes being a normal human being. You can do it. It takes getting off your ass. Anywho, are you a short? That's kind of funny. And this is the all right, man. Funny. Somebody said they just came in at just the right time, I guess. Yeah, Jamal. But this is what those people will say. This is hilarious, right? You're saying, Jamal said, the internet has free knowledge, right? And then the next excuse is, but what if I don't have money for a computer? Dude, you're telling me that on a fucking phone on TikTok. Get off your ass and go make some money selling some lemonade. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. They're like, but there's homeless people out there who can't do it. Okay, well, go make some money and give it to them then. Shut the fuck up. Oh, Jesus. Eric said, OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com. No, I can't even say that probably on TikTok. You can make that bank. Panhandling. Dude, yeah, that's true. Homeless people probably make more. Homeless people aren't not making money. They have other problems. Pretty much mental illness, which could be totally mixed in with problems with addiction. And a lot of mental issues there. But there are homeless people who are only homeless for a couple of months. They come on out of it. Panhandling makes bank. Yeah, that's right. How did I learn my knowledge on this? I mean, I've been in society with my eyes open for decades, thinking about it. Oh, I also have a sociology education from Yale, so I understand human beings a lot, and science as well, and that connection through evolution from animals. Most of what we do because we are sexually reproductive creatures. If we were not sexually reproductive creatures, we would have no interest in um, improving ourselves. Like a yeast cell is an asexually reproductive cell. It can create itself. It can duplicate without sexual reproduction. It doesn't improve. It continues to stay a yeast cell because it's not exposed to the environment in any way that sexual reproduction would give variety and create greater results and more survivability of the fittest, right? MTV, back when it was, God, like what happened? MTV has been like hijacked. Like all it is now is that one show. What's it called? Like Ridiculousness or something? What's the name of that show? Like, God, it's just on all the time. Science is the religion of lies. Okay. God created us and the universe. We're getting some interesting comments now. Thoughts on getting back into BT? I actually do not have it up. Let me pull it up. No, only if it were to come back up and around to 1242. It is kind of wedging, so there is a potential ABCD type play going on right now. You could buy it here at 1160 with a stop at 1140. So 20 cents of risk, or 1170, 1160, 20 cents of risk, and hope that it breaks up and out of this like $12 area and then runs and breaks the high of 1242 sometime later in the day. So there could be a kind of ABCD pressure building up underneath BTBT. Could be there. It could be true. So there could be a play there. Any, yeah, same thing, but not really happening on any sideways also. Grom sideways, INMD. Net slowly grinding up, but not like it was. SDC sideways since you guys brought it to my attention. SCOC crapped out. It's limp now. You're welcome, Brienne. Is Lucid a good buy? Nah, it's just going sideways. We talked about that earlier. What? AFRM had a good run today. Is there a swing potential or too risky with market conditions? The market's sideways. On a day like today, it is wise to just observe. And if there's something in particular, to go after it. But yeah, AFRM actually beating net by far on a run right now, 12% up since yesterday. Let's take a look at it. AFRM. You guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio. Go over to my profile, out of the live and into my profile, and click the link in my bio there, the web link. That'll take you into our trading community. And today it's open house day in our trading community. So you'll be able to see all the hidden sections. You can check us all out. All different lead traders like myself are in there, and get a sense for what we're all about for free today. So just click the link in my bio to go over to that. All right. You said it enough times, man. Okay. Got a copy and paster there that's you had to get rid of. Wouldn't hold my breath long on SCOC. Last few times it made this pattern on the daily, it just bleeds for a few days. Some of the people in the stream are probably going, did he say SCOC? I don't know. Did he say SCOC? Yeah, I did. I'm going in for the SCAC block. Oh, what's this? A Twitter? How to get rich without getting lucky. Let's see. Oh, and it's just an open thread. Yeah, there you go. That'll be a long conversation. Oh my God, it's the same guy posting tons of ideas on that, huh? Huh, very cool. And SPY is green on the day. Still an inside day, still a doji day. What did I say yesterday? Did anybody remember that chat I said late at night? Doji, 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 doji. I said today would be a doji. It just makes sense for the range we're in and how it's trading. Doji, doji. Get off your ass. That's it. And it's true, Sergio. I mean, if you just break it down, a human being knows how to, at the very least, a human being knows how to walk up to an apple tree and pick an apple. There you go. You're on your way to wealth building. Well, wealth building would be if you could sell the apple, but you're on your way to surviving. So it's just total bullshit that you can't get out there and you don't have the ability to get a return for your caloric expenditure. You can do it. BTPT with a big run up there. Boy, right after I was talking about it, did anybody get into that on the ABCD potential leap pattern? It's happening. Just started happening. How about that instinct, huh? You did, Matt. Wow, way to go. All right, now remember to take profits off at 12. A little bit, and you're here right now. So take 5 to 20% profits here at this $12 level. And again, when it gets up there at 12.42, I recommend right around there, not necessarily 12.50. Why? Why do I recommend that, Matt, or anybody who wants to say? Why would I recommend not at 12.50, which is our typical take profit at this level or underneath it? Why am I saying 12.42 or below that? Okay, Sergio says it's because of the high of the day. Okay. What does that mean? Can you translate that for other people? So what? Because that's the high of the day. Okay, I'll write that down. No, why? Key psychological level, right? It's a key psychological level because it's the high of the day. There, now we're getting somewhere. And then even further, why? What's the problem with key psychological levels? There you go. And Matt said it. It's resistance. They become resistance. Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's what it is. So it might fail the retest. Exactly. So I want you to make sure you're taking off at like 12, 34 before it shows that it potentially is going to definitely hit 42. What number would you say it has to cross for everybody to go, oh, we're hitting 1242? Let's just think about that. I know what it is for me. At what number psychologically would it need to go through in order for it to definitely say, oh, it's definitely going to 1242? Eric says 1222. So if we get to 1222, you think it can get to 1230? Do you think if we get to 1222, it's going to get to 1230, Eric? For sure? I don't think so. I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. 1227 could get you to 1230 for sure. But 1242? I think 1227, we're definitely hitting 1230, right? Maybe 1235, but maybe it's going to come up short of that. Maybe 1232, and then it starts to fail, right? So how high does it have to get before you go, okay, we're up and over, we're definitely running, we're going to hit 42. Okay, we're getting a little bit more realistic now. Yeah, 1235. So I'm saying 1236. Yeah, 1235. Yeah, you guys started to get it now. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Yes. And that's why I said take profits where? 1234. Because I think barring that we break through 1242, then the highest we go on plan B is 1234. See? So there's a bit of chess to it. And somebody said 1238. I like that number too. 1237 for sure. These are like the comfortable levels at which you need to take your next. So this is where you need to take your next profits at 5 to 20% off on BTBT at 1234 to 38. Yeah, somewhere in there. Don't wait till 1250. There's going to be some resistance at the high of the day at the retest. Somebody asks, can we get into BTBT now? You could, but you're going to be getting in now. You ought to be getting in for 50 cents of risk with a stop at 1150. And you might wait a moment because it's kind of pulling back a little bit. See how cheap you can get it for, you see. AFRM is just running and running. We're catching a lightning bolt there. Really difficult to catch that while it's running. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water.
Battery 80%.
Okay, net finally. We're getting a little bit of a curve up on net. I don't really like the trade now, midday like this, but if you want net, the next breakout will be 132.77 for $1 of risk. Do I know the VLCN opening price? Wouldn't that be on the day? What are you talking about? What's my thoughts on DATS for a swing? Yeah, probably not good thoughts. Let's see. Oh, actually, DATS, that was for a U breakout recently. It came all the way back down. I'd have to see confirmation first. I'd have to see a green candle break over a red candle high. VLCN. Ah, that's what you're asking about? Because it's halted? Okay. Somebody can speak English. That'd be good. I don't know what the hell they're asking me. So it says it's going to open at 11:75 right now. And it will open. Wow, it's already overdue to open. It hasn't started trading yet. I'm going to put that up over here instead of Voyager. Oh, is this an IPO on the day? Is this? If this is an IPO, I need to know it. Is this an IPO? Okay, I need to we trade that differently. Vulcan or something. Okay, it's going to open at 11.5. What is a realistic profitable goal for first year? 0. Break even. I would consider that a major victory for a new trader. 0. Breaking even. That would be amazing. I would be so proud of you. You shouldn't be striving for anything more. Your first year of trading should be focused on losing the least amount of money. And really, your first thrust of trading should be practicing in a demo account, in a paper trading account. So VLCN is going to open at 11.5. That would be technically an entry, but you might as well let it trade for a second and see if it'll pull back and then get in. So that'd be a U breakout, VLCN, IPO, opening range breakout. Now, let me get the other IPOs up on screen here. iFit, that's the other one I wanted to trade. Yeah, iFit. I'll put that up here instead of Acer. Thank you. It's saying iFit isn't opening until tomorrow, Spencer. Did they change it? They bump it? So maybe they're going for a 10-minute halt. Nope, it's been more than 10 minutes now. It's been 12 minutes since VLCN IPO halted. All right, let's see what the other IPOs are today. All right, so biggest is iFit, and then after that, NFYS acquisition. We probably won't trade that. Avalon acquisition, we won't trade that. And then I do not see VLCN. So where did you find VLCN, anybody? Because we need that secondary website as a resource. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. We're up to 12,000 likes. Go ahead and hit like a bunch of times over there on TikTok. Appreciate it. And then make sure you click the link in my bio in the profile to come join our trading community. Come check it out today. It's open house. You can see everything in it. Here we go. We've resumed trading on Vulcan VLCN. It started at 1040 and it's falling. This might be an acquisition company also, possibly. We're not getting positive breakout yet. We're going to need to break 1073, 1075 in order to get an entry. And it will be for $3 of risk. Okay, there it is. $3 of risk entry on VLCN. It's at 11 now. 1104, 1109, 1119 it hit. We're pulling back. But you got your entry there somewhere around 11. You're going to be taking your first profit underneath 1150. That's what you're going for, 1150. Okay, Michael. When would I see a reversal on Palantir? I would need to confirm. Let's see. I need to switch this. Okay. It's going to need to break $30 Palantir before we really have confidence in that. Take your 5 to 20% profit on VLCN before it halts. Here we go. It's halting at 1175. 5 to 20% profit. Get out 5 to 20% before it halts. You have about 6 seconds left to get out. 3, 2, 1. It's going to halt. Any second here. There we go. It's halted. All right. Good job. Glad we got that one up on our radar. VLCN. Into the second halt now. Says it's going to open up at $12. Who's in it? And who also got that little profit point right there? Way to go. RJ says he's in. Chowder, way to go. Charlene, yes. Joshua's in. Andrew is in. Steven, you're in. Great. Gary Jackson's in and sold your profits at 775. I am and sold profits at 775. Oh, I'm not sure what you're saying there. That was near the low. I'm not sure what you're saying. Shoot, haha, 1175. Oh, okay, good, perfect. Spencer didn't get in, just missed it. Yeah, well, Spencer, that's okay. You're slow. You're asking like, should I get in? Yeah, everything's behind the 8 ball and too late with you right now. Recognize that. That's fine. Just recognize where you are in the trading process, because where you eventually want to be is on at least when it's happening, and then even better, before things happen. You foresee them, or you're prepared for them, right? You're not on that side yet. You're on the, oh gosh, is it too late to get inside? So just recognize that, and you will get better. As you stick with us, you'll slowly move across that spectrum. It's going to be great. And one day you're like, man, I'm finally getting on these things right when they happen, which is only the middle of your journey. Eventually it'll get to the point where you're like, okay, I know what's going to, potentially happen here. I'm prepared. Here we go. Like RJ and a couple of other of our traders, they've already got all their orders in before things happen. They already know the strategies. If this goes here, then I get in for this much because of this. And if that happens, they have orders after that as well already set up. If this happens and I get in, then get out here, exit here. So you'll get there. You saw the pullback and removed your order. That was good. That was good going, Spencer. I think we would all give you a pat on the back on that one. No, that was really good. Because when it was dropping, you wanted to get a better price, and that's fine. I don't mind you, being quick like that. That's good. All right, so it's going to come out of the halt in about a minute here. 51, a minute and a half or so. The other IPO is iFit, $600 million IPO, almost $1 billion. So that's pretty big. iFit. So that one might have some good stuff going for it. AFRM, did anybody get into that? Continuing to grind up on our path of victory. It's working out. Yes, Brandon. Yes. SDC starting to break out an ABCD pattern. SGOC doing a similar ABCD like move. BTBT like BTBT made earlier. All right, we'll be coming out of the halt on VLCN in 45 seconds. Am I making GTA 6? Yeah. We're putting it together here, man. I called him out in here. Okay, good job, Jackson. Nice. Just stay on that AFRM. It's doing fine. All right, we have 10 seconds or so before the halt comes out on VLCN. It's going to open at 13.17. So make sure you take out like 20%. Already have a market order going. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and they've passed the point in which it's going to open. Probably because it's indicating it's going to open so much higher at 13.5. So make sure you go ahead and get an order in all ready to go to chuck out, to sell some of your position, because we would normally take $12 level, $12.50, and $13 and $13.50, 4 profit points, each one 5 to 20%, and it's blasting through that during the halt right now. It's going to indicating to open at 13.5. So in other words, you need to take a larger than normal chunk out, because you normally would have along the way. Whatever your percentages that you would have taken out, combine them, and that's what you should put in as a market order to sell right away when it opens. As a matter of fact, I just saw it indicate it would open at 13.85 for a moment there. Oh, thanks, Little Snack. Thank you. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Looks like a taco with some kind of a space food on it. What is that? Everyone's like, don't eat it. She's poisoning our man. Not sure what I'm eating. Some kind of taco thing. And now it's down to 13.17, indicating it's going to open at 13.17, lower. So people are pulling back their market orders to buy it. The demand is decreasing a little bit. 5-letter ticker, be careful bringing those up. Yes, please. Yeah. Forget about the unit investment trusts, the acquisition companies, the ones that end with a U. Yeah, just forget about those. I mean, they might do something good, and please let us know if they suddenly start doing really good and at $10 IPOs like hitting $17 and running. Please let me know right away. But otherwise, typically those ones, they just hang around $10 or crap out. If you sold at the halt, you sold everything at the halt? Oh, man. I feel bad for you. I don't know. If you miss the entrance and you have nothing left, the next entrance could be half an hour from now. You'd have to wait for it to crap out, pull back, and then re-break. Outside of that, just grab lightning and see what happens, I guess. But that's high risk. People who are already in the trade, you people, I'm talking to you. Do you feel like you're at such a great spot right now? It's such a comfortable spot, right? It's going to open in the 13s. And you got it at what, 11 something? So you feel like you have what? A low risk situation. It's very comfortable. No one's worried or scared. Now, when it opens, somebody's asking, should they get in at like 1350? Fuck if I know. We try to get in early. I don't know where it's going to go from there. That could be it. That could be the end, and it craps out from there. I don't know. But I can tell you this, and you guys, you people who are in right now and you're feeling so good about it, you probably would not want to get in later, right? You would not want to be getting in after this halt. Much better to get in earlier. Yeah, that too, Jackson. Yeah, I called $3 of risk, so nice and safe, wide risk. Yeah. It's not going to be a huge hit on your account. And Bob says, no way, not getting in there. Well, it's okay if you didn't buy more. I mean, we called $3 of risk. You take 1% of your portfolio divided by 3. That's how many shares you should really get. You don't want to over risk on anything ever. The stock has opened. It's hitting 1380. Get ready to take yet another 5 to 20% out underneath 14 if it hits it. We hit 1380. We're back at 1350 right now. 14. There it is. And we're halting at 1430. Halting. In 10 seconds, we'll be halted. Take 5 to 20% of your position out now. Chuck it aside. More profits. More profits. So you guys should be up. If you got in for $3 of risk, there we are. We're halted. You guys should be up now 1% on your portfolio. Excuse me. These are the kinds of moves that we like at the open. Today's open was lackluster. And that's okay. That's all right. But here we go. This is why we like to trade IPOs midweek. And it looks like SDC, by the way, if anybody got in SDC for the ABCD setup, way to go on that. Would have been, stop at around 6.1, entrance around 6.2, so 10 cents of risk. If anyone's in SDC, make sure you're following the ABCD strategy about taking 25% off here on the way up to the high of the day. Spencer says that he's still not in it. No, you're not an idiot. You're just, haven't experienced it all yet. Haven't learned everything yet. You can't know what you don't know yet. Slow. Be right back. Gonna get some more of that tasty Coke to wash this burger down with. My wife was just watching something on the TV about Powell. Are they going to prosecute Powell? That's going to be insane. The markets are going to tank for sure. It's like, you mean everything that we based our economic recovery on in the last year and a half was a Ponzi scheme? You know what I mean? Was criminal? That's going to crash the markets for you, dude. That should be like handled like way more discreetly. There should have been like an inside, like a trial. Like, I can't believe that. They're going to crash the markets if they prosecute Powell. Holy shit. I have SPY puts and VIX and gold and cash. That's where I am in the markets right now. Yeah, no kidding. Damn it. How is that for consumer confidence? The leader of the knob dialer for the economic recovery has been doing whatever the fuck he wants that benefits him first. Man, Pelosi should be next. Airbnb here, like here where? On a swing trade or a day trade? There goes SDC. That's what I'm talking about. The ABCD move. That could have been gotten around 620 for 10 cents of risk, and now you're taking off. Now you're about 50% out of that position on STC. For swing, keep holding. It's in an uptrend. Why would you exit? It's in an uptrend. Okay, we're coming out of the halt theoretically in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom. Yep, we're out and we're way down, way pulled back. Exit, exit, exit. You should be around your break even if this is true. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Get those itchy trigger fingers close to the trigger. Yeah, exit. There we go. It's a battle. There's a battle going on around 1250. And it's a very wide price range battle from 13 down to 1150. No, it looks like it's moving back up and it's going to halt to the upside at 13.9. Jackson all out at 1274. That's fine. I'm happy with that number. Yeah, I'm happy with that number for you. Good. Now, if it breaks 1430, which is the high of the day, then we can get back in. And we can do so for, it looks like $3 of risk, ironically. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, it's going really wild around this level here. I do pay attention to this chat. Jackson, your AFRM is doing good. Just keep it running. Just keep it running. What price level did you get it at? Palantir thoughts for the rest of the week? No, not good. Maybe a dead cat bounce somewhere. And there's the breakout on VLCM for $3 of risk at 1430. You can still get in. Breakout on VLCN. Can't believe it. This is going to be a wild ride. It's all over the place. and it is not following through. But if you want it, you love those late entries, higher risk, lower probability trades, we have another breakout on VLCN right now. $3 a risk, stop at 11.50. Yeah, and AFRM has done that before. The gods are trying to teach you to take it slow and take it small, Jackson. The gods are trying to reward you for taking it slow and taking it small. If you go mid-size or if you go big, they're going to crush you. Like, just the gods just want you to understand. They're giving you chances to get it through your thick skull. and you can do it. STC, yes. We've been talking about that for a while. ABCD pattern was back at 6.2 entrants. It's been breaking and running. It's now broke out 6.4. That's like a 40-cent risk there. The ABCD setup was much better. How do you know your risk? It's to the pivot point. You need to learn pivot point trading. Here's a link to my pivot point videos. Best indicator, pivot points. Like not, RSI or MACD or even VWAP or even moving averages, but pivot points. Pivot points is the best thing that you can learn. You got the AFRM, October 8th, 127C. Shit. Yeah. That's going to lose money overnight because you're still doing options wrong. It's too bad. You should have got like the 110. All right. Okay. Well, make sure you sell it by the end of the day today because that's going to lose a ton of theta overnight. Okay. Oh, that's fine then. Okay. Perfect. Well, sure. I do know. Then we could be putting your whole business on the line. The whole weed business would just collapse. The whole Western. You have to go in the garage and liquidate. You have to finally turn off those black lights. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, excellent. I'm glad to hear it. When you get a lot of money, don't burn it again. I never said that, but yes, he does. Did I say that? Maybe I did say that. I don't remember saying that. I was channeling that day. I don't remember it because I was channeling. I was in a trance. Oh, I did? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think God is trying to teach you to take it small, to take things small, and He's going to slap you if you take things big. Looks like my jellyfish are having a good time. The pivot point link again. Okay. There you go. Jackson says, I'm never breaking the 1% rule again. Yeah. And, even when I call out those numbers, They are rough. They can be exact, and I can be exact. I can be 27 cents of risk, but as important as the 1% rule is, you still don't have to be, so fanatical about it that it's absolutely perfect, But you want to be adhering to it. You can round your numbers. When I said $3 of risk, it was really $3.15 of risk, something like that. So yeah. And then when you divide your numbers and it comes out to like, oh, okay, I can buy 87 shares. You can buy 80, you can buy 90, you can get a 75 delta contract, stuff like that. The market's coming back down again, but it's ranging. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Acer breakout. Damn, because we were watching Acer all day and we took it off because it was doing bad. All right, Acer finally breakout, but Brianne, try and tell us before it breaks out, or maybe that's what you're telling us. To go take a look because it's about to break out. Let's see. I'm pulling it up. No, okay, it's not broken out yet. No, oh yeah, no, Acer is not breaking out. Acer has to break 3.64 to break out. I see. You're saying it's breaking out on the high of the day, but pre-market, it was way, 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 way up there. How much can you make on this? What we do is we more predictably and more probably earn 1% on our portfolio per day. That's what our goals are on day trading here. The way we trade, the way I trade, and the way I lead the group. And with that, you can make 1,200% on your money per year. So if you have a $10,000 in 1 year, if you just make 1% a day, there's 253 trading days. You would think that would be 253% you could make. But actually, through the power of compounding, if you can make 1% per day every day, you'll have 1,200% gains, or $120,000 by the end of the year. So 1% per day is a lot more probable. It's lower risk. It's easier. It's a good goal to be able to obtain. And you can do it. You can do 1%. We have some members that do more than that, 2% per day. And they're going to be making tons of money in a year. So we strive for 1% per day. How do you calculate risk? No, that's not correct, Jamal. No, you definitely are not a good teacher, Jamal. How do you calculate the risk? The 1% rule. Herman, let me give you the link. Somebody, RJ, Sergio, somebody, can they drop the link? Go into my video lessons and go over to the lesson called the 1% rule, and it's all in there. But here it is in a nutshell. Ready? Take 1% of your portfolio, divide it by the risk. That equals the number of shares to buy. That's it. There are 2 40-minute videos discussing that in full at the link. So if you want to learn, if you don't understand, that's why you need to go learn it. You tried, Jamal. Way off. Jake, don't send me private messages because I tend to just, I don't know why, I mentally ignore them. But what you said is if the market goes up and up with no pullback candles for like the first 20 minutes, would you use the bottom of the opening candle as a point for configuring your risk? Yeah, Jake. That would be the way to do it. There might be a pattern there. Like let's say every candle was green for 20 minutes, 10 candles in a row on a 2-minute chart. There might be a section there where it was basing. Little candles were going like 6 in a row. Underneath that base, that's where I might put my risk, my stop. You bought Shiba in May for 500. So VLCN is now going sideways. Is anybody in VLCN still? Yeah, AFRM still running, Jackson. Please stay in it. It has not stopped out. It is still running the path of victory. Did you study that path of victory, Jackson? All right. Well, this is why it's so worthwhile to learn that technique, especially for things that run all day. And I mentioned that in it, that sometimes you'll get into something that may run all day, and this technique is the one that will keep you in all day. Oh, wow, beautiful. Come here, let me show everybody you. Come here. Look at this beautiful dress. Oh, very nice. Put your face in there, say hello.
Where is the camera? Hey,
Right
everyone.
There you go. This is my good luck charm.
The one who make the breakfast every morning.
All right. See you later. You got the doggy? Oh, hi. You want to come? You want to shoot? Does everybody want to see my pug? Oh, this is Pug. This is Luna. Hi. Look at the camera. Look what's over here. Show everybody your cute little facey. There you go. Oh, there. That's very good. Yeah. Yeah. They have such funny eyes. Collar. There you go. Luna, yeah. Hello, good game bot 704. Brianne, what's up? Trying to alert when I see something about you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Brianne. Yeah. Everybody, if you've got something, actually, thank you very much. Beautiful family, very beautiful. Lucky man. Thank you, everybody. Where does top for Bitcoin may be? What did I say? What did I say, guys? Did I say 60,000? What was the number? I said it this morning. Some of my guys in the group would know. I'll go look it up. E3 in family mode. 60,000. 60,000 is the next resistance level, yeah, on Bitcoin. So you don't fuck around at that $60,000 level. When it starts to get near that $60,000 level, you take some profits off. You can even take it all off. And then if it breaks through the 60,000 level and you're like, oh shit, I wish I should have held, all you do is get back in. I talk about this all the time. It's the funniest thing. People are so afraid to sell, but what they don't realize is they could just get right back in. What's the big fucking deal? They're so scared to sell. Sell. That's how you make profits. Well, anyway, we do it all day long. Multiple profit points, all the way to the all out. Yeah, 54,000, or was it 3? I think it was 3, Eric. Maybe somebody can back me up on that. Yeah, maybe it was 54. Should become like a support level now. Yeah, I've already got those levels stricken here, striked out, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to paint that. No, 53,000. You were wrong, Eric, and I was right. 53,000 level is the important level right now to see that it would bounce back to as support. We hope that it will find 3,000 as support. Well, yeah, I mean, you got to tell what you say you'd rather sell early than be greedy and take a small loss. Yeah. Yes. But I would not necessarily do that. Hold on a sec. VLCN is coming back up and around, guys. It just broke out again. If you want to get back in it, it is $2 of risk at the moment. Stop at $15 entrance. $2 of risk, a little bit less than before, so that's good. You can get more shares, a little bit more position. VLCN, should it keep going? Should it have the demand to keep going? I don't know that it will. That was a pretty big, scary red candle back there, but it didn't take it down to any bad territory. So. Again, you guys over on TikTok, today is a very good day to click the link in my bio and come over to our Discord trading group and check it out, because today's open house day, and it'll give you a rare opportunity to go look into the hidden private sections that you normally can't see, so you can see all the stuff that we have to offer. Multiple traders like myself trading stocks right now, and everybody following them. Penny stocks, shorting this and that, swing trades, spread trading, iron condors. It's a very big community. Click the link in my bio to come check it out. Today is a free open house day, so you can look at everything. And I highly recommend it, so that way you know at least what it's all about. Come on, VLCN, yes. New high VLCN, yes it did. The market just very sideways. Nah, not that big. Oh, on AFRM? Okay, yeah, let me guide you on that. Don't sell yet, damn it. Your support right now on that should be about 126. Quite a bit of support. I would take it all the way down to 126 there. Jackson, let it breathe a little. Let it do its thing. That's how you're going to make more money if possible. Yeah. I mean, you could cut it like right around here, 126.40, but there was a long base prior to that, which is actually 125.80. If you can stomach it, be a good idea to let it go to 125.80. There wasn't a false retest or a fake out or anything, so I have a feeling this is just a breather. This is just some rest. Let's see if it can get through it some more. If it can't, fine. 125.80. Shorts on SPY? Yes, I do. I do have some shorts on SPY. But I also have VIX and I also have gold. So I don't have to be too overly dependent on full 180 market correlation. That would not be too smart. So it's diversified. You want to have your anti market assets diversified. At minimum, gold, VIX, SPY puts, minimum at the minimum. But you should also find some other safe haven assets like preferred shares, consumer staples, and utilities, other sectors, other countries, municipal bond, fucking Brazilian municipal bonds. And, you can find ETFs for these things. You should be just highly, highly diversified. One thing tanks, the rest of the stuff doesn't tank. It's not necessarily the greatest example, but like the Titanic, it had these different compartments that should one compartment get broken, it would flood, but all the other compartments will be fine and it wouldn't sink. It's not the greatest example, but very good thinking and good engineering. You want that. You want it so that if one part of the economy or something in the world happens, you take a very small hit because you're highly diversified. Yes. Should you buy Facebook stock because it went down? A couple things I want to say here. But the very first thing is that just because something's down and at a discount, if you want to call it that, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good buy. Okay? There's a reason why things go down, and you might think, okay, but it's smart. It's smart to buy it when it's down. And yeah, some things, yes, that can be true. You gotta know what you're doing though. But there always is a reason why the thing is down. And so you have to figure out what that is. In Facebook's case, there's a cloud over its title right now, and it may materially affect it for a while. So it may just go sideways from here. It got knocked down. Just imagine it like a fighter in a boxing match just got knocked out. And it's like they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they get up at 8, right? So that means they're 20% down. In other words, out of the 10 seconds they were down, they got knocked out such that they only had X amount of energy to be able to get back up. And that's the way the stock is right now. So what do you think? Is that the guy's on the ropes now? Facebook's on the ropes, you see? And so moving forward, probably going to get a knockdown again. Okay? Just think about it. And it doesn't matter if he puts in a few more jabs, or, dances around pretty good or gets a break, but we're probably going sideways, if not getting knocked down another time sometime here. So when things are down, there's a reason they're down. Don't get so dip happy. When things, and then now think about it, when things are going up, like day after day after day, and it's going up, there's a reason it's going up. You might want to get into things that are going up because that's the guy knocking the other guy down. That's the winner. So you want to get into things when they're going up. You don't want to get into things when they're going down. You want to buy things that are up and sell things that are down. It's contrary to what you've probably been told, but that is actually the way to more easily make money in the market. It's higher probability, lower risk method. But so, should you buy Facebook here? The end prognosis is probably no, and let's just see how it goes for the next few weeks. It's probably just going to go sideways. And it's the same thing with the market. Although the market, I feel like there's just a lot of fucking dominoes going on right now in the US economy that are really setting up the market to crash. I mean, gee whiz, and real estate too. There's just, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot in the air right now. And so that's why I'm all in cash. I've been in cash. I'm all in cash. In other words, I've sold all my positions. The money is sitting in my accounts waiting to be invested. I'm also in gold a little bit. I'm at double allocation on gold. So I've got 10% gold because 5% is your normal allocation. And I've got, obviously I've got crypto, and obviously I continue to mine crypto. I'm saving money. So I'm building up my cash. And I also have VIX calls for protection. I would never buy VIX now, but when VIX was down at like 15, I got VIX for protection on my accounts, and I have some SPY short. So overall, though, I don't care about making those monies, and I've got some dividend earnings, preferred shares that are very secure. But overall, I'm not worried about making money in moments like this. I'm concerned about and targeting making sure that I don't lose any money at all. If I can make a little money, great. If not, so long as I don't lose anything while the market tanks, if that happens, or different markets tank, I am very happy. And then you get in at the bottom, and the climb back up is usually pretty fast. It can be 3 months to a year to double your money, or more, depending on how wisely you invest it. Not to mention that in a bull market, day trading is incredibly easily lucrative. During some of the hottest moments in the market, we had one day in the trading room, in my trading community. I think it was earlier this year, or possibly in October, like later last year. But we had one day where we had an account tripling day. Like we had several members triple their accounts on that day. It was an amazing day. It was an account tripling day. We recently had, about a month ago, a day that popped our portfolio up 30%. Yeah. So I don't know what question I was answering just then. I was just freewheeling on some subject. I have no idea who I'm talking to right now or what we're talking about. Oh, I don't know. I guess somebody asked me if I had SPY short. Yeah, I think that's what it was about. I have calls for VIX, not shares. That is true, Jamal, but you could always get shares as well. But I do have calls because it costs less. I bought January calls. I like to get about a 6 months worth of Band-Aid. Let's just call those Band-Aids, Insurance is actually an even better word for it, because then it actually sets you up for understanding you do have to pay a premium for it. Why Jan? Because at the time that I bought it, it was 6 months out. Very long, very long. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. Yes, you're welcome. So VLCN, is anybody in VLCN? Oh, no one said they're in it. Is anybody in VLCN? You should probably be cutting it here at 13 if you got back in. I don't know if you're in it, but you need to be cutting it at 13, the breakdown at 13. I hope you guys aren't. huge, I think. And maybe, what are you talking about? Hug? I feel as though I can never find a call in the money on Webull. Have you noticed that? Well, they should be there. Those strikes should be there always. So there might be something funny with in your preferences on the strike list that it's showing you. It might not be showing you in the money strikes, which would be interesting. All out, good. Man, I'm really glad you guys are all out of VLCN. Stop on BTBT. Okay, so and did you do the ABCD thing where you took 25% profits at 12.2? I hope so, Jackson. Then when it went and broke after that point, when it went back down and broke the previous point, that's when you get all out. So that should have been around 1185. Yeah, so you're out now. Exit. You're not in too bad a shape off of that. All out on BTBT. Plus, there was a failed retest with the neckline breakdown twice, actually. If you were really paying attention to that in like micro detail, you might have been able to get out at 12, 1205 or something. But you're good. That would have been, like on the late night poker stars fucking highlights. No, that would have been rare. ABCD pattern on Grom. Where's Grom? Yeah, there could be kind of an ABC pattern forming there with the stop at 4. Yeah, you could try that. Yep, stock market. Face drive? What's that? I'll look it up. Never heard of that. Face drive. Is that a thing? Face drive. It is a thing. All right, I'm looking it up. It's a 5. Oh, lordy. Terrible. Terrible. No, it's not good. It's not even okay. It's terrible. Like, what are you asking that for? You need to really question yourself why you thought that was even worth asking if it was good. It's so bad that you need to look at yourself in a mirror. It's that bad. You shouldn't even be asking about it. Wow. Talk about a stock just going down to the center of the earth. Bad. Terrible. iFit shows today on IPO Scoop, and NASDAQ.com shows it for tomorrow. Interesting. Yeah, and on that note, I believe I'm going to end the stream today. It's been a lot of fun being with you for the last, how long has it been? Almost 4 hours. I may come back at the end of the day. And so in the meantime, though, make sure you click the link in my bio, click the links that are going around, and come over to our Discord. It's open house day. You can continue trading now with our other lead traders who are trading all day. Really amazing traders. We've got $1 million traders in there. So you can go finish your day up if you feel like trading more with them. They're probably all over opportunities on the day. And I thank you for being with me today during our open house. And I hope to see you in the morning. Please be sure by morning to have checked out the full Discord, because that's when we're going to lock it all back up again. We got open house now. You can check out all the little hidden sections. Click the link in my bio over on TikTok, link in the description on YouTube and Twitch. The rest of you guys, I'll see you in the Discord today. All right. And VIP class tomorrow night. All right. Have a good night, day, everybody. AFRM, by the way, Jackson, you can maybe hold on, but it looks like you should probably get out soon. You know what I mean? You can maybe hold on because it curved around. If you already got out, great, fine. I'm super proud of you. If you're still in, great also, because it's curving up a little bit, but probably This is the end. Those are the signs. Those breakdowns, those can be the signs. I'll tell you what, if it breaks down any further, don't let it. Don't let it break down further lower than that recent little low it just did. Understood? Know what I mean? Okay. All right.